What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Listen, I apologize for being a little tardy to the party, but I got a little carried away. And when I say a little, probably a lot. In the Craft to Quit program tonight, we do our sessions from 8 to 9, and then I bounce on over to YouTube at 9. So just got a little carried away today. We were talking a little motivational, a little bit about why we do what we do. And I'm sure you all are here for the same reason. So I'm not going to preach again, but I'm just letting you know you are in the right place at the right time to do what it is that you love to do. And I appreciate you for sharing the love of what you do with me and for trusting me to help you accomplish what it is that you really love to do. So, you missed us the last 2 days? Yes, go ahead and let me know where you're chiming in from. And then also give me an idea, what do you do? What is it that makes you take what matter of fact, no, don't tell me what you do. Tell me what you love. Tell me what you love. We talked about that today, and I'm on that right now. I'm so excited I can see this screen right now, y'all. I gotta tell y'all a little story a little bit later on. All right. Let's see. Go ahead, Tim. Oh, love you too, Denise. All right, so we're gonna get into some Canva tonight. We're gonna get into some Photoshop tonight. We're gonna get into some advanced auto mock-ups. And then also, we're going to talk about some of the products that that are going to be popular for this upcoming holiday season. All right. Satinian loves bling. Let's go. Okay. Tell me what you love. Tell me what you love doing. Matter of fact, tell me what you do for free, because I know you're doing it for free because you love it so much. You should be charging for it. But because you love it, it feels weird charging for it. Okay, tell me what that thing is. If you tell me what that thing is, I'm going to show you your value tonight. All right. Shirley in Virginia, and I love learning new things to improve my crafting. You know what, Shirley? We are very similar. I used to think that I love teaching, which I do love teaching. I love helping people. But what I really love doing is I love learning, and I use teaching as an excuse to learn more. So I will never stop learning. That might be why I collected all those degrees. Why you see doctor in front of my name. And I don't even, well, I do know where my where my degree is. It is actually at the shop sitting on top of that big printer. That's where it is. Yep. That whole PhD in engineering is sitting on top of my sublimation printer. All right. What's up, Octavius? Yes, Octavius loves photos and photography. Yes. Come on. Come on. I don't ever start it off like this, but yes, tell me what you love. Love designing. Yes, I love crafting and learning. Come on, y'all, with it. Don't be shy. This is not the opportunity to be shy. This is your opportunity to speak out loud. Let me know what it is that you love doing. That way God can hear that you, oh, wait a minute. She ain't just being a brat. He ain't just being a brat. You actually love what gift I gave to you. You know, how would we feel if somebody received a gift from us? Now, y'all think about this. Now, I'm getting real. I guess I am going to preach a little bit tonight. I didn't want to. I mean, I didn't plan on it, but it's coming out a little bit. How many of us would give a gift to somebody? They don't say nothing about it. They don't say thank you. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm so appreciative. Somebody got the gift and was like, and was just quiet about it and tucked it in their pocket. Ooh, I'm talking to somebody. I'm telling you. But y'all feel like that's okay to do with God? Like God gave us these gifts. God gave us these gifts, and literally, I'm giving you the opportunity right now to tell God and tell the world what God gave you that you love. You love doing. You do it for free. You think about it in your sleep. You pop up wanting to work on that thing, and you mad when you got to do something else instead of that thing. That's the thing that you love. If you don't know it, I'm gonna kind of give you the experiences to help you identify it. That's it. Crafting and designing. Yes, designing. Oh, for a lot of y'all's designing. Balloon garlands. Oh, Jennifer, if you don't stop doing balloon garlands and some freebies, Jennifer, I'm telling you right now, God is not pleased with you doing balloon garlands as freebies. Do you know how much energy and effort that takes? That's your skill to pay the bills. Man, don't let me have y'all get the preaching tonight on this live. This was not what we supposed to be doing. I wasn't supposed to do that in Craft to Quit either. We were supposed to work on designing, right? It's like we're supposed to work on designing tonight. Love creating, period. Dominique, I feel you. I love creating. It is the most liberating and freeing experience that we will ever experience as human beings, because that's when we get to be tapped into God, the creator. When we're creating, we are a creator and we're tapped into the creator. Man, ain't nothing gonna break that. I love when we get to be in that element. Yes, I'm telling you, I ain't never said it that way either, Sandra, but it made sense when it was coming out. So I just let it come out. I didn't know how it was going to come out, but it came out all right. Only for family. Okay, only for even family. Let me tell you something, Jennifer. What we do, now I will tell you this, the only person in my family that like I will never, ever charge is my granny. Look, if granny say she needs some, look, granny, what you need, how you need it, what or where you need me to ship it, you want me to drive to you and drop it off. Everybody outside of that, the friends and family discount, it's called sign up for my email list. Whoop. Listen, you want that 20% off? Sign up for my email list, because at the very least, some of you all aren't capitalizing on some of the major gifts that you have just because we're scared to collect somebody's email, but they're not afraid to ask us for a discount. Next time they ask you for a discount, Jennifer, I want you to try this. Just try it. Just say, my business partner, and God is your business partner. So you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Okay. If it's just you right now and your customer service, the designer, the production, the shipping, the marketing department, when you're all of that, it's cool. Okay. But now I have a business partner and I have to have everything go through my website. Stop accepting them orders via DM, because that's why they're getting discounts. Because you're too scared to tell them your price, and you're typing a price. And when you type it, let me know if I'm talking to you. When you type that price, it don't feel right. So then you go ahead and let me delete it and let me make it less. But if they went on their website, it's not going to discount that price unless they have a coupon code. They're not getting a coupon code unless they sign up for your email list, because now you can market to them. Now that's worth the business transaction. Now that's worth the word of mouth. Give them an affiliate link if they want a discount. Hey, you get me a $100 order, then I'll take $20 off your next order. Huh? I'm telling you, we could talk about this all night. I already know you because I am you. I am you. And I'm no better and no different than where you are in your business right now, because I'm just experiencing that same thing at a different level of business. So when they say it's levels to it, it don't mean when you go up in levels that you have any different problems. The problems just shift. They shape shift. They look different, but they're the same. Okay. I deal with millionaire clients. And when they ask me to do designs for their events that they're spending $100,000 on, I'm timid when I tell them my design fee is $1,500, $3,000. I'm timid. I'm just going through that new phase. I haven't really been designing for events that long, and I'm still learning. And thank you for the opportunity, millionaire, for me to design this big old event that you spend $100,000 paying everybody else. I'll take $300. Or I'll do it for free. I'm have the same problems, just on a different level. That's it. Tell them 5K. Thank you till you tell them 5K, Doc. Amen. Okay, I received that. 5K. Because what it is I don't just do graphic design. I actually help people really develop the concept for design. So now what I'm learning is to be an event designer. And guess what, y'all? My design fee is supposed to be at least $10,000. Those big 100K events, $20,000, $25,000. So I'll let you, when I get to that level, when I get that together and I start charging it, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna run and I'm gonna tell y'all that I did it. Okay. So in the meantime, I have a mentor in that. I'm still learning in that space, and I promise I will bring it all back and let you all know how that's working. Okay. So that's why we're incorporating more event designs in our courses and things as well. All right. So speaking of which, I have a little piece of an event design right here. This is just a floor wrap and a backdrop right here. Okay. And this is a part of the Automizer. So the whole premise of this situation is to give you all a tool, right? That helps you automatically design and be efficient so that you can go out there and get more business. All right. The objective here, because I know, here's the thing. Most of you all put tonight that I love. Y'all tell me what y'all loved. I love designing, right? So that's what we love to spend the majority of our time doing. However, you can love designing, but the more we get efficient at that thing that we love, the more money we can make doing the thing that we love, the more time we can spend doing the things that we will find out that we love. How many of us are crafters and we still don't know what we like to do outside of crafting, outside of making, outside of creating? My daddy asked me one time, Shannon, what do you do for fun? And I was just like, I like to make stuff. I make couches, I make clothing. He was like, no, Shannon, that is still work. What do you like to do for fun? And my dad is a creative, right? So I was like, he don't understand it. What I do for fun. What's funny is that I have not yet. I found a couple of things, like I like comedy shows. That's what I figured out. But I hadn't even figured out what makes me tick outside of my love, because every free moment that I get, I want to work on the thing that I love, which is my craft. So I want to get to the level where I do what I love so well that I finally get to find something else that I love. Like my comedy shows or like traveling and that sort of thing. Okay. So I was asking a night in craft to quit. What is, and it's not an end goal because we're always going to be evolving. But what is that thing that you see yourself achieving? What is that product or that experience, that view that you have? Like, I love the water. For me, just being anywhere where I see water, especially like oh, I went to Zanzibar. That water was mind blowing. Clear, like all the way to the bottom. It was gorgeous. This blue that I can't even describe. Normally, I'm the one, I don't even use colors. This cerulean, I'm going to use a color, cerulean blue. It was amazing when I saw it. I never knew that I needed to see that in order to know what I love, right? So I want us to envision tonight, because we're going to talk about the designing. We're going to talk about the work. We're going to talk about the levels of the things that you all need to know, from designing in Canva, designing in Photoshop, doing your mock-ups, all of that great stuff. And you know, I will have some freebies for you, but I felt like tonight we needed to tap into our why before I show you how anything. All right. I don't know if I might incorporate this a little more, because I feel like I'm getting y'all's attention. I'm tapping into something right now. All right. So most of the time we just think we came to learn how to do something. And I have a message for you. And it might absolutely sound very counterintuitive. I guarantee you that when God gave you the vision for something, he never had to tell you how to do it. Never had to tell you how to do it. He just had to give you the vision, and he had to instill the why in you. Once you understand the why, ain't no way that you can tell me that you're not going to find the how. Y'all are here with me right now because you're finding the how. Or you found the how, or it popped up on your YouTube, or a friend told you, hey, this girl might know what she's talking about over here on this Photoshop. She might know a thing or two about design. I love design. So we find the how. I don't think there's ever been anything you've ever wanted to do and we're not able to find out how to do it. So we get so stuck on the how that we forget that's not the main point. It's not the main message. It's the why. So why you are here tonight is because you have a vision for something that's bigger than what you have right now, and you won't stop. You can't stop because that thing is playing in your mind. That's the vision that God gave you, and God already gave you the provision to carry it all the way out. The money, the time, the ideas. How many of y'all just have ideas that just won't even stop when you go to sleep? You dream about these ideas. If that's you, that's because that's a part of your DNA. That's a part of your superpower. Your superpower is being a creator, and you are infinitely connected to the creator. And once we get in that direct connect zone, nothing can turn. So I want us to be in that zone. I want us to get in that zone where we're connected. Nothing can turn us off. No excuse or any of that. Okay. All right. So I ain't preaching no more. We're getting back into the business. We're going to get into the design side of things. Let me pull up my notes over here so I can see what all we're going to do for tonight, because it's always something. Oh, it's always something. All right, so I did want to do a little bit of Canva. You all told me you want to learn some Canva. So last time I did Canva last, and I felt like we kind of like I did it at the end, and some of y'all might have been a little sleepy. So I'm going to do a little bit of Canva first, if that's all right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate you and show why it's a little bit easier. Y'all think it's harder to do. You think it's harder to do Photoshop, but it's not. It's actually easier to do Photoshop. It's just that the access to Canva might feel easier. Some of the tools are a little more intuitive as far as on the basic level, but you'll notice that a lot of the principles are the same. And when you understand the principles, just like the principles of the Bible, just like the principles of the law, when you understand principles, you can translate those things into anything. So I've never taken a Canva class, barely look up any Canva tutorials, and I can use this program because I know Photoshop. Okay. And once you have a high level skill, that skill translates. So I'm just letting y'all know this right now. If you know an easier way to do it in Canva, tell me. I am not a Canva expert, but I tell you, I can do my thing on Canva too. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with the template that we did this week. And I'm also going to bring it up in Canva. We did template number 287. Let me go ahead and pull it up so you can see the comparison. All right. Okay, so let me show it to you on Photoshop. And we're going to get into the Photoshop and how we flip it and put it into this Automizer as well. So this is the Photoshop version. Now, I'll show you how all this changes out later. And then what happens is we're going to make a way to create this in Canva. So I have to be a little creative here, but y'all know I am not short of any kind of creativity. So like God gave me the vision that I can make this in Canva, I'm gonna make it. Okay. Now you might be asking, well, how did you make this in Canva? Because Canva doesn't have those kind of letters, and you can't just drop things inside of the text without making them frames and all of this stuff, right? So what I did for this particular template, and Coach Treese built out these templates, and you'll see a lot more Canva templates. And if some of you are interested in learning Canva because you're not quite ready for Photoshop, or you want to learn Canva because that's where I do all of my ads, y'all. These little things right here, these little GIFs and all of this, I create them in Canva. So I do use Canva. So if that's something you want to learn, I'll tell you about a class that we have coming up. And if enough of you say, yes, you want it, then I'm going to do a special price on that class. So just keep that in mind when I'm done with the Canva part. Say, hey, Shannon, you done with the Canva part? Don't forget to tell us about the Canva classes coming up. Okay. We have one coming up on Thursday, 8:00. All right. Don't let me forget, because y'all know I'll talk and I'll be like, bye. And y'all be like, wait. And I'll be already gone. Okay. All right. Naomi say, yes, you've been waiting on that Canva. All right. All right. Yep, the photo P. Yep, and there are other ways to make them too. Listen, we're gonna get into some things over here on this Canva side. All right, so what I did was I broke down and I made, for those of you who are starting out in Canva or just want to use and learn Canva, because I use Canva, so these skills are perfect for me, even though I'm a Photoshop girly, but I do some Canva. Okay, so they say you can be the Canva's babe, but I'm a Photoshop baddie. That's how I'm gonna put it in the youngest terms. All right, so what you could do is you could take these letters. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically I'll duplicate this design here. So I'm going to duplicate the page, and I'm going to get rid of the word Mary. All right, so what I would do is I would come over here and grab the M, the E. I'm going to hold down Shift so I can select multiple ones, M-E-R, and there's going to be 2 R's and a Y. So now that I have all the letters I need to spell out Mary, I'm just going to Control-C to copy that. Come over here to my artboard and Control-V to paste. Okay, and then I'm going to take them and I'm going to go M-E-R. R. And in order to get a copy of the R, I'm going to hold down Alt, click and drag. Guess what else does Alt, click and drag to make a copy? Photoshop. Just letting you know. If you know Canva, don't be afraid of Photoshop. Okay. If you know Photoshop, don't be afraid of Canva. All right. Like I said, once you have a high level skill set, it translates. So I'm going to take all of these. So I'm just kind of drawing a little tiny box around this area. If I go too low or go too high, it's going to grab some other stuff. So I'm doing a little skinny box right there. All right. This stuff is not necessarily even. So I'm going to go over here to position. I'm going to go to arrange, and I want them all to be even across the bottom. So I'm going to hit even across the bottom. Now they're kind of not evenly spaced here. So then I'm going to hit the button where I can space evenly horizontally. Okay. Now it overlaps, and I'm going to have to do a little bit with that to make sure that I'm going to actually bring this down in size just a little bit so I can create a little more space. So I'm pulling on this little corner up here, pulling that down. And y'all, for my session tonight, I know I preached to y'all a little bit. So I'm gonna give you your time back. Listen, I'm gonna give you your time back. But from now on, when I'm on these lives, my goal, that what I have set out to do, is to, for my hour, pretty much give y'all about 15 minutes of Canva, probably about maybe 15 minutes of Photoshop, and the last little 10 minutes just kind of letting that be Q&A session, letting the Automizer run in the background so I can show you the collections, prepare your files. That's my plan, to be able to do this in an hour. So this might not be the day that I get it done in an hour, but we'll see. Y'all know what I'm working with. When I finally start getting this down to an hour, y'all will know. All right, so I'm going to create some space in between here. So when I click on this Y, if you hold down the shift button, then I can move it horizontally without moving it up and down. That's going to keep me leveled up. Okay. So same thing here. I'm just going to give myself a little space. I might let the gold touch a little bit here, but that about it. All right. And then when I get them touching like how I want them touching, and I get them spaced how I want them spaced, then I'm going to take these. I'm just going to draw my little square. If you have a whole bunch of stuff like layers, then you can go to position and then go to layers. And instead of drawing that little box, you can, and I'm going to put these in order because this is killing me that it doesn't spell out Mary, M-E-R-R-Y. So I'm going to start with the M, hold down shift, go to the Y, and then I'm going to do Control G. Guess what else does Control G to group things, y'all? Photoshop. Okay. All right. So it's blue right now. And for those of you who are my OGs in my Photoshop live classes on Wednesdays, y'all already know what it is. The blue allows me to easily change this color and shift it to just about any color that I want. But let me show you how that works. Okay. So I'm going to come over here to this little cheat sheet that I made for you all. And this template, I wonder if I should give it for free to the people that sign up for the class, the Canva class coming up. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it because y'all are actually going to build a Canva template from scratch, and I'll show you that. If y'all remind me, I'll show you that. I'll show you what that looks like, how y'all going to build it from scratch. You'll have a little frame, drop your image in, all that good stuff. Okay. But I might give y'all this template for free. We'll see how y'all act. And how you say, how you act. All right. So my letter is blue here. My gift is blue. And if you don't know, these are images from our AI class that we just did, AI 047, which we made these really cool embroidered images straight up just with words. Y'all, we created these images with words. Okay. So what I figured out was, well, I have this blue gift, but I want pink and green. I want it to match the theme that I'm going with here. Right. Well, I'm going to show you just how I edited these colors here. So first thing is I'm just going to make a copy here so I can keep the original and you can see exactly what I'm doing as I go. It is blue. What I want to do is I want to go to edit. When I tell y'all all my stuff in AI, all of my assets that I want to change colors of, I make them blue. Okay. Just letting you know my trick. All right. So then I'm going to go to adjust here. And I'm going to scroll down until I see color edit. Now, if you made your colors distinguishable enough, or if the colors in the clip art or whatever you're using, the AI art, like in the gift, it's the AI art. If the colors are distinguishable enough, it'll pick those colors apart. So I have a blue and a gold, and then of course I left this part white here. So I am going to select the blue part. Okay. I'm going to shift the color. Now, for those of you who are in my Photoshop class, you already know how we do this. We do this with adjustment layers, and we do the hue saturation. Y'all, does this not look familiar from Photoshop? Don't we do a hue saturation adjustment? It's the same idea. So because I know Photoshop, I can crush this Canva thing. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift the color. If I go to the left, it gets more green. If I go to the right, it gets more purple, and then eventually into like reds, pinks, reds, and oranges. So you all tell me, what color should I make this letter? Like if you're working on a project right now, what color should I make this letter? Tell me now, right in the chat. I'm gonna make this because some people are like, nah, she practiced that. See, she got the pink one over there already. She practiced exactly what to put there. I'm telling you, when you know something and you're good at it, a prepared man is better than a prepared message. I'm telling you that right now. On a drop of a hat, you can do what you're really designed to do. What God really designed you to do, you can do it even without the practice. All right, so let's see. Yellow. Yellow was a good color because yellow was hard to get sometimes. Green. Ooh, teal. Ooh, teal. Lavender. Oh, I love lavender too. How about this? Okay, sure. You want to know how to get yellow? Let's get yellow first. All right, so yellow, I'm going to, it's either going to be, that's green. I'm going to go left to yellow. That's where orange pretty much is. And what I do is I crank up my saturation just like I do in Photoshop. Crank up my saturation so I can see the color better. All right, so that's probably going to give me about as close as I can to that yellow. Let me change the brightness. Ha, ha, ha. It's 3 tiers here. So normally in Photoshop, we change the levels. Remember, we change the levels and we change the hue and saturation to get color changes. So now I'm getting that. I feel like it's a little golden. If I want it to be more pure yellow, I'm going to get closer to that kind of greenish color there. There we go. And let's say if it's not bright yellow enough. Shannon, I see it. And y'all, this is supposed to look like a chenille patch. This template never existed before I created it last week, just to let y'all know, because I looked all over. Couldn't find nobody that gave y'all a chenille patch template like this. So I made one. It's in Photoshop though, so don't kill me, Canva, but you can't do that in Canva yet. I'll show y'all just a little bit. All right, let me go ahead and I'm going to change some things here so I can change brightness. Now, keep in mind, when you change things at this level, it's not changing the single color anymore. It is changing the entire, so you see the gold around it is changing as well. Now, that's something I can control in Photoshop. I can't control that here in Canva, but I showed you how to get yellow. Okay, teal. Y'all want to know how to get teal? Cool. Let me set this back to 0. Boom, like that. All right, and then let me set. I don't have to reset this. I'm just going to take it to teal. So teal, I'm going to shift it to the left till I get like greenish, bluish, right? And I can make this a dark teal, a deep. Ooh, that's pretty for the holidays. Oh, I love that color right there. I can bring the saturation down if I want it to be a duller color. I can bring it up if I want it punchy. And there's your teal. Now, let me show you how to get lavender. Lavender is a little difficult for some people because it kind of doesn't make sense a little bit. Let me show you how it makes sense. So I'm going to shift this until I get into my purple hue. There we go. That's a little purpley there. It's a little pinky, but it's a little purpley too. And then I'm going to bring the lightness up because I want it to be lavender. Like, but wait a minute, Shannon. That lavender is just too bright. It's just in my face. It's too saturated. So I'm going to come to saturation, and lavender is closer to a gray than it is to a pure purple. You see how I'm getting that now? I brought it down to the gray levels, and I can bring my lightness up a little bit, and I have lavender. Okay. So the concept, like I said, principles do not change. Color theory is a principle. Well, it says the third theory, but it's really a principle. How colors mix, how colors change is really a principle of design. So once you learn the principles, I don't care. You could throw me in any program. I have learned how to use 3D design programs. I have learned how to code in programs that don't even use images. It uses all numbers and coding, all because I understand principles. Okay. All right. So that's how I do this one. Now let me show you another trick. This is my last trick in Canva. And then y'all, I'm way over my time for Canva, but I felt like I had to redeem myself because last time I made my Canva, people wait to the last hour. And I felt like we could have done a little bit more for the Canva people out there. Okay. So here we go. And also let me know, is Coach Treese on here? And if Coach Nasha's on here, if you could tap, or Coach Des, Coach Nancy, if you would tag Coach Treese if she's not here, because she gonna be shy and quiet unless I call her out, and I gotta call her out because she does her thing in Canva. Now she is a Canva expert. Me, on the other hand, I'm an expert in a many things, but I could do my thing in Canva, but I'm not the Canva expert. Okay, Latrice in the building. What's up, my love? Hey, I'm putting you on the spot today. We releasing your first live Canva class. And if you all love it and if you all sign up for it, listen to me now. If you love it, you sign up for it and you do the work, we will be potentially bringing Canva classes regularly to the Academy, possibly even a weekly Canva class every Thursday. Who knows? Or every other Thursday. Who knows? This is what I told Craft to Quit today. How you show up is going to gauge how I show up. Gone are the days where I lose sleep. I sacrifice my time in the sunshine. I sacrifice my time with my kiddos. If you all don't actually show that you're appreciating it, okay? See, I told you God is still bless us even though we don't act appreciated, but you got to show you appreciate it. The only way you show me that you appreciate something is not to just pay for it. Y'all, I love the fact that y'all love to pay me, okay? I love the fact that y'all love to pay me. But what I love more is when I see you get results, when I see you have success. That is my gauge of my success. I am here to teach and to help you all, to guide you, and to give you some tools. All right. Yes, it also happens to pay my bills. But let me tell y'all something. The time that I think about quitting is not because money's not rolling in. It's because I feel like I'm coaching, ain't nobody listening. I'm just letting y'all know. But I ain't quitting on y'all. Y'all are stuck with me for life and all of that good stuff. But every now and then, just like you be looking at the kids, you like, I wonder if I just quit this mom thing, who would take my position? Who would take my job? Listen, it don't work like that. Y'all are stuck. It's like Mama Bear. I'm your design Mama Bear. You stuck with me for life. All right. But I am going to get on you from time to time. All right. So here's a tip. Last tip I want to show you in Canva. All right, once you create these color changes, so all of these started as blue. Once you create a color change, I just happened to create almost the identical purple. Look at that. Once you create this color change, you can right click on the object that has the color change. You can copy that layer style. Watch this. All right, I'm just goofy tonight. Y'all actually got me in my little happy-go-lucky feelings. All right, so I tapped that. Oh, you know what? This one has, let me get one that doesn't have any effects on it, okay? Let me grab this one right here. Alt, click and drag. So it's adding the layer effects. All I wanted to do is add the color effect. So I'm going to grab this blue one right here. And I'm going to right click on this one because it doesn't have any drop shadows or anything else. It doesn't have a background removed or anything else. It is just an image that I brought in and only changed the colors of. So when I right click on it and I copy the layer style, boom. Now I can paste the layer style. Okay. Just like now, what you're saying, well, okay, Shannon, so how you do that? How does that work? Oh, okay, you want to know how that works? Let me show you one more time. I'm gonna copy this layer style. I'm copying that layer style. Boom, I'm gonna tap that gift. What? You mean to tell me it worked on the present too? Why? Because it was blue. That part. All right, now let's say I wanted to change that gold to silver because lavender looks so beautiful with silver. Let's go here. We can go back to edit and it saved my edits. I'm going to go back to adjust. I'm going to scroll on down here. And now I'm going to select the gold part of this letter. The gold part, all I have to do to get silver from gold is pull it down to 0 saturation and it becomes silver. All right. So I gave y'all silver and gold. All right. I gave y'all silver and gold. And guess what you can do? I can right click. I can copy this style and I can paste it on this gift. And guess what? My gold became silver. Ah, y'all are gonna love me for this. Listen, I work in Photoshop all day. So when I come over here to Canva and I get frustrated, that's why I say some of your biggest aggravations, some of your biggest frustrations are going to yield you the solutions that not only will help you, it will help somebody else. Why? Because I never want y'all to suffer the way that I suffered learning this Canva program and doing things in Canva. When I know how to do them in Photoshop, I'm like, oh, it's got to be a way. That's what I say. There's got to be a way. Ooh, that's how we should feel when we find a solution. We don't get defeated. Oh, no. This ain't taking me out today. There's got to be a way that I don't listen, y'all. I was going into each letter. Shifting those colors, having to remember, okay, that one, I did negative 100 for the saturation, and I did 3 for the contrast. I was writing them down just so I can go do it for every letter. Guess what? Now, if I want to change everything to purple, I'm going to right click, copy that style, come over here to my blue, copy that style, copy that style, copy that style, copy that style, and boom. Huh? And it's the lavender and the silver. Now, it won't work on the pink. Why? Because the pink did not start off as blue. Okay. What happened here is it changed my gold to silver, but there was no blue in this image, or it might have had a little bit of blue in the green of the leaves, but there was no blue for it to shift. So what do? I go up here to edit, and I'm going to show you why I only do blue, because when I'm changing colors with people typically, unless they are the genie from Aladdin or from an avatar character, do not have blue skin, right? So if I choose, when I generate an AI character, to tell it that I want them to be wearing a blue shirt, then what I'm ensuring is that I can take that blue shirt and change it to any color. Y'all look, when I get excited and I get to shaking my loose bun, it just get to going everywhere. So y'all just take that as I'm excited and I'm loving what I'm doing right now. Okay, y'all see, loose bun equals fun. Either that or I'm preaching it, y'all, which I'm still having fun. All right. So let's go ahead and let's change up just over here. Over here, I'm just going to reset. Well, I'm not going to reset the silver, but on the blue side, I'm going to, let's see, this one, I will reset my blue. So everything here should be 0 because I'm not changing blues. What I'm changing, which is weird because this one doesn't have any blues to change. So actually, I'm going to clear this layer style. Let me copy that style. Oh, no. Let me go back. There we go. Okay, so I went back. I want to change this layer style because it has no blue and it was a little confused and shifting those colors. So let me go to edit again, come over here to adjust. And now it's no blue in there. It's saying color edit. So I'm going to see if this is the pink. It's not. Hold on, y'all. I didn't did this copy layer style. Let me see if I do it to this one instead. All right, this one, let's go edit. See, Canva, it's no blue in there, and Canva added blue. Okay, so for this one, it's giving me the olive green color. It's like this golden brown color, and then the pink, okay? Because when I created this image in AI, I told it that I wanted a pink and olive green bow. All right, and if you stick around, I'll show y'all how we did this in AI as well. If you remind me, I'm supposed to show you AI, Canva, Photoshop, and a mock-up process every Friday. And every Friday is going to be something different. So as long as you come see me on Fridays, I'm going to have something to share with you. Files, know-how, maybe a life lesson. Maybe I'm sharing too much with you. I don't know. I got something to share with y'all today. I think it is too much. I might have to tell y'all about it next week. It's something about a cleanse. I might be sharing too much. Anyhow, I'll just tell you this. I'm doing a cleanse. And y'all, today, the reason why I don't have on my glasses, I'm just going to go ahead and share too much. Is that all right? Is that all right? It might be a testimony for somebody. So I was wearing my glasses today and I could not see the screen. Like right now, I cannot see the screen. And I was like, well, maybe my glasses are dirty. So I go get my little white. Say, okay, let me. And I put my glasses back on. And I'm looking at the screen like this. Like if y'all ever seen Red Fox with them glasses on and Harlem Nights. Matter of fact, I told Hannah this today, and I was like, Hannah, you might not know this. That's one of our customer happiness members. She might not know nothing about Harlem Nights. Let me look some up real quick. I gotta finish telling my story. But hold on, let me look up Harlem Nights and let me look up Red Fox with them glasses on. I'm positive, y'all. Like this is what I looked and felt like, just like that. Okay, just like that. Anyhow, that's how I was looking at my computer screen. Okay, for real. So I take my glasses off and I'm like rubbing my eyeballs. I can see my computer screen, both of them. Like I have a real big screen, I have a small screen. And normally I can't see unless I'm like right up here on it. Y'all, I can see my screen today. I prayed this morning for clarity, for wisdom, and for the strength to do what I know I have to do, what I must do. And I'm also taking this cleanse. It might have a little something to do with it. But y'all, I can see. I mean, I can't see like far, far away. But I can see better far away. Better than I used to because everything looks a blur. Y'all, I can see my screen. I'm reading stuff on the screen right now without my glasses and without contacts. Listen. If I'm nothing else but a reflection of what I'm telling you and who you are, please understand I'm no better. I'm no more above or below. But I am telling you that I go through the same stuff, the same, oh, well, I don't know if I'm ready for that. And I don't know if that's my right path. And I don't know if I have time for that, or I don't know if I have the money for that. When I tell you you're on a mission, and if y'all don't know this, you all are my mission. When you're on a mission and you actually have the vision, when I tell you God provides, I am nothing but a witness. Even when I don't even want to see it, I wanted to be like the reason why I prayed for clarity this morning. Y'all don't even understand some of the things that, and we don't understand some of the things that we all are going through and still showing up. And to have vision today, have clarity of vision today is nothing but what I was supposed to share today. Yes, I'm supposed to share some Canva, some AI, some Photoshop. But when I tell you that the thing that was on my mind was to, and I'm telling y'all this because I got to be transparent with you. There's a way that I can make more money, much more money, doing a different thing, different service. And I was teetering on, do I continue teaching or do I go back to actually performing and doing the thing, being the creative? But then I would have to basically, I would have to get in my quiet mode. I would have to not be in the community as much anymore. I would have to replace myself and have other coaches come in and do certain things that I know for a fact they can probably do better than me. Okay. But I received a message that it's not that whether anybody can do things any better than you. It's that nobody has the ability to carry out your vision. And I'm going to restate that because this was a vision. This entire academy was a vision. So no, I'm not going nowhere no time soon, y'all. But I was sure like, look, I'm looking at bills, I'm looking at opportunities, I'm looking at things that are irritating the mess out of me. I'm looking at like, well, am I really helping people? Because I ain't really getting success. So I need to hear this tonight. Okay. This is what I need to hear tonight. Not just that you appreciate it, not just that you love designing, not just you love coming to class and learning these things. Are you winning? Are you getting any success? Are you getting some wins? And if so, tell me a win that you have had. I don't want that. Well, I haven't had any wins this week. Tell me a win that you have had because that's going to keep me in it. I ain't leaving y'all, but I need to know that what I'm doing is valuable. More than just dropping a heart in the chat, more than dropping a gem. I don't care about the gems as much as I care about your success. How have you had success? Whether you're my triple OGs, I could say triple OGs, you've been with me since 21. You've been with me shooting in the gym since 21. Some of y'all since 20, before I even had an academy. Y'all remember them long behind Photoshop classes. Y'all remember that. So tell me what it is. What have you learned? What have you improved? What do you know about yourself that maybe you didn't know before? What do you know about your craft that you did not know before? I need to hear and I need to see for myself while we're taking this commercial break what it is that you've learned and what it is that you have really improved. Was it that you made more money? You've improved your design skills. I'm not going to give y'all all the answers. I want you to tell me what it is that you've learned, how you've improved, so that I understand that my work here is not in vain. Because I've made a lot. I made a lot of dollars. I made a lot of coins doing this. But that is not my objective. That is not my it is an objective, but it's not my primary objective. I started this to help people. I'm in this to help you win this, not for me to win this. Okay. All right. I see y'all now. Setting up my Photoshop, being more confident in designing. Good. Yes. You learn Photoshop. For some of you all, was this your very first time really tapping into Photoshop? If so, I need to know because I need to let these universities know that they need to have my curriculum in their programs. Because I remember even in college, people would take 2 to 3 Photoshop classes and can't do what y'all do. I'm telling you, I know it because I was there. I witnessed it. Learning the Automizer, cool. Tamara, that I could learn anything, become a better designer, and pushing me to keep going. I love that because here's the thing: if you can just have confidence in one thing, you can conquer anything. Listen, I'm sitting here conquering. I'm showing y'all my conquerization of Canva right now because I'm confident in Photoshop. So if you can build that confidence and be confident in one thing, you can conquer anything. It just lets you know, shoot, if I could do that, I could do this. All right. So I love that. Photoshop skills. Yes. You had your win with helping others learn Photoshop and improve your design skills. I love that. Yes. And I have some opportunities boiling for my Craft to Quit members for y'all to be able to help some people. But we're going to get into that in our Craft to Quit session. We'll get into that next Friday since I kind of preached this Friday. I appreciate you saying God bless, kind, and loving people tonight. Oh, I love that. It makes me wonder. I'm not being that because I'm in a drought season. Ooh, RJ, you said a word. So how many of us are in a drought season right now? Can I be honest with you all and tell you I am? You wouldn't know it. I am. My hand's raised. This is the lowest I've ever earned monthly, ever, since I've started this. Well, not, in the first beginning, but since I've had this going, okay? Things are getting tough for everybody. Things are getting difficult for everyone. And it starts to make us, this is the word. The only person that can stop us from our success, that can take us off of our path, is you. It's me. It's us. What we tell ourselves. Not just what we tell ourselves, but what we believe. So the enemy can get into our minds and cause confusion. The enemy can have us feeling like, oh, is this really what you're supposed to be doing? Are you sure this is what you're supposed to be doing? Because you know you could be doing this over here. When I tell you, there's no way the enemy can physically or even spiritually, mentally stop you. You have to stop you. So anytime you're not getting where you want to be and achieving what you want to achieve, you got to take the credit. Just like you take credit when you do something great, you got to take credit for that opportunity that you're taking to rob yourself. And I'm saying this because I have to believe this myself. So today, when I was thinking about pivoting, because every pivot is not a good pivot, okay? Sometimes a pivot is a distraction, and that is exactly what the devil is. Quote unquote, 100% synonymous with distraction. Okay, that's it. That is his entire purpose and design. So if you know your vision and you're clear on your path, there's absolutely droughts. But listen, I was putting off doing a lot of things. I was being lazy on a lot of things. I was like, oh, you know what? I got it coming in. I have my weekly classes. I don't really need to be doing the challenges. I don't need to be developing the Automizer. I'm cool. Listen, when the drought comes, when the pressure comes, when I have to drop an attorney because I didn't have $20,000 to give an attorney with a basically 1 week notice to finish out a trial. And I'm getting real personal right now. It might sound hypothetical. Let's say it's hypothetical. In order to protect the kids that I was given the responsibility and the vision and the provision to protect, I had to tell myself, do I really not have it? Or did I let the devil deceive me into thinking I didn't have it? Did I really lose that opportunity? Am I really lost? Is this really a drought? Or is this grind time? And I'm telling you, RJ, I'm stopping right now from teaching and coaching on this design because I'm telling you right now, it is grind time. This is the test. And this is the test that is required for you to tell the testimony. So I told y'all a testimony earlier. The reason why I even made $120,000 my first year doing this, and all I asked God for was a measly little $40,000 so I could pay my bill and take care of these kids. That same test is just another version of it at this level. And guess what? It was a distraction then, not to go to your calling, to let go of what it is that God has given you the vision for. It is a distraction then, and it's a distraction now. Haven't you come out of a drought before? And I know this. I know you have, RJ. We all have. That is the reason why we're standing here right now, because it's something that we love that will not let us quit. So all I'm saying is that what we're doing tonight, yes, we're building some skill set. We're doing some designing, but bigger than that, we're investing in the vision that God gave us. And we're showing God, you know what? I do have the provision. You have provided for me. You have given me these resources. Shannon be giving me these free files and I don't be doing nothing with them. What? God said that to you? I know he said that to you. God, Shannon be giving me these free files and this free game on Fridays. I be collecting them. I even email her like, hey, where's the file? Hey, I didn't get that file. Hey, Shannon, Doc, I know it's midnight, but let me get that file. I'm talking to some of y'all right now. But you're getting the provision. You're getting the resources. It's at your fingertips. You don't even have to find it. You just have to open your eyes and see it. It's right there. And it just takes you having action, you having the confidence, you standing up, even if you don't have the confidence, you have the boldness, the audacity to offer somebody a beautiful product, a superior product. You have the audacity to put your high-level designs out there on the internet when everybody else is throwing out garbage. You right now are the independent variable that's standing between your success and helping somebody else. You really want to be that person? You talking about, oh, if I help somebody, that's also my success. If I get successful, I'm also helping somebody. You really want to be that person? That's selfish. That's selfish that you hide God's gifts. Because here's the thing, I'm very humble about God's blessings. I'm very bold and boastful about God's gifts. I don't play about my gifts. I share my gifts. I get on this live, even though I'm looking crazy with my little loose bun. I didn't want to get on live today until I had this experience when I could see my screen. I was like, ooh, if I don't get on live for nothing else, I got to tell them I can see now. Literally, I promise you, I'm not jiving y'all. I'm not getting on here making stuff up. Like, this is real deal, real life. I was supposed to get on here and share a testimony today. Because when I tell you, I was getting so discouraged with how this industry is going, how people are literally getting rich off of taking advantage of creatives and literally creating scenarios where it not only teaches you the wrong thing, but it puts you in a negative position to the point where you're getting Etsy store shut down and money opportunities closed. I said I have to be there. I have to. I must. This is when we do something when we must. Because when it's comfortable, we feel like we got an option. All right, God, I'll get to it. I'll work on that design at some point. But when we must, that's when it gets done. So I felt like I must be here in this community. I must show you all that there's a better way. I must show you all the ways of being an entrepreneur that happens to be one of the most creative on the planet. And that is a superpower. That's not anything to hide. That's not anything to be embarrassed about sharing because you don't want to show people your work. That is nothing to cut your prices on because you think, oh, well, it was so easy for me. And I only took 5 minutes to flip this template. I shouldn't even charge a design fee. It took you 5 minutes to flip it because you invested hundreds, many of you thousands of dollars into your education. So the fact that it takes you 5 minutes to flip it, you don't charge $5. You charge the full $25 and you go out there and you get 10 more 5-minute template flips. And you charge them $25 a piece too. Stop being afraid of your own gift because it's embarrassing to us. And I feel like when we are embarrassed of our gift, we are not truly honoring God. That is precisely how I feel. So when we are timid about our gift, like be timid about, I don't share with you all enough. This thing here, this design thing here has made me over the course of the time over $2 million. I don't think I've ever would have said that out loud as a creative because we don't talk about money. We don't talk about that. But what I can say is that I'm truly boastful about this gift because if I wasn't, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't believe me. Not only would you not believe what I could do in this program, you wouldn't believe that you could do it in this program. So if I didn't show up with the audacity to tell you somebody else is teaching you Photoshop poorly, somebody else is teaching you design poorly, somebody else is teaching you business practices poorly, somebody else is teaching you to go out there and sell licensed images so that you could get a whole bunch of money for them, but they don't care that it's shutting down your shop. If I didn't stand up for that, you would be missing an opportunity right now. I would be missing an opportunity to help somebody. I would be missing the opportunity to put on my cape and show up as a hero to the people that I have really been assigned to help. This is an assignment. This is a divine assignment. How dare I not show up because my hair is looking crazy today? How dare I not show up because I just, I just don't feel like, I don't feel like posting today. I don't feel like, no, I told you I was going to be here. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show out and I'm going to let you know that you've got to do the same thing. So I'm going to get back to designing. But like I said, today I just feel like it's a day for a message, y'all. I felt disconnected because I felt like all I was doing is showing y'all the how, the how, the how. I can get on here all day. I promise you, there is no shortage to any information that I have. I can get on here for free and show y'all in a free session more than the classes that you probably paid hundreds of dollars for in Canva and Photoshop. I promise you that. I'm probably showing you that right now. So I don't care about giving out free information. What I care about, are you doing something with it? If I give you these free files tonight, are you taking them? Are you posting them on your social media? Are you showing off that, hey, y'all, I got these designs over here. I could do this thing. And are you doing it during your drought? Are you doing it when the devil's trying to confuse you that that's not your gift? you thought, no, I didn't think. I know. And the only way we're going to know is if you're in divine alignment with your assignment. And everybody in here told me earlier, I didn't know this was going to wrap around like this. Everybody in here earlier told me what you love, what you love. And if this is truly what you love, you will fight for it. You will make sure that it comes to fruition. You will take every opportunity that you have, even after your 9 to 5, you'll work 4 more hours. And I'm telling you, every day you go to your job is a day that you will also tap into your business. Why? Because your business is not a side hustle. My daddy told me growing up, he said, if you do something as a hobby, it will always stay a hobby. Commit to making it your everything. Commit to it just like you make your 9 to 5 your everything. And this is coming from a man who worked a 9 to 5, but who dared not let me work a 9 to 5. He told me, if anything, I would work for free. I said, what, daddy? That don't even make no sense. You want me to go work for free? He said, yes, I'd rather you work for free. And this is when I was in high school. I told Craft to quit this today. I would rather you work for free at a graphic design firm. And I'm like, what graphic design firm finna have my 15-year-old behind in there? Oh, my mind was so limited, y'all, at that time. I didn't understand. My value skills, y'all, I was doing Photoshop since 14. I'm trying to tell y'all. I had skills there that most adults did not have in Photoshop. I didn't see exactly what he was saying. Go build the skills, Shannon. You build the skills, you'll build the way. You'll create the way. You don't have to wait on the opportunity if you know how to make them. Whew, that's a word. You do not have to wait on the opportunity if you know how to make them, if you know how to create them. And what are we? We are creators from the one and only creator. That is the highest superpower you could possibly possess. And we sleeping on it because we scared to post. Let me find out y'all not posting these freebie files. That's what I'm getting at. Let me find out y'all not posting these freebie files. And I'm going to have a conversation with God, and I'm going to let him know I'm going to stop that resource, because that ain't the resource that you need. If you're not using it, it ain't the resource that you need. And I'm wasting my time on these freebie Fridays. So let me know right now, am I wasting my time on this freebie Friday? Are we getting something from this? Are we doing something with this? Are we eating from this? We're not just sitting there watching the cooking channel, but are you at home whipping up the same recipe? Are you eating? Because if you're not eating this, I'm doing the wrong thing. I got to figure out the next move. I'm not going to drop y'all, but I got to figure out the next move. It's not the freebie Fridays. I'm going to have to figure it out. If this is helpful, you're using this and you can use these resources, let me know now in the chat. Give me a 100 in the chat. Let me know we on to something. There's the heart says, I'm going to eat. Okay, are we eating? Are we eating? That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we eating. All right, speaking of which, I ain't gonna tell y'all, I've been on this cleanse, and I have not eaten sugar and bread. I'm telling my vision's clearing up. Y'all, I told y'all, listen, it might be a whole message out here today. It might be a whole healing message out here today. All right, let me get back to this Canva though. Oh, I said I was going to only be here for an hour. We have exceeded that already, but y'all got me. Y'all got me till we get it done. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and change out. I said this one right here was a little jacked up, so I'm going with the bow. So I'm going to go edit this bow. And like I said, we go to adjust And we're going to change out these colors. So I go to the pink. And in this case, I want to make the pink the same purple. So I'll go to that pink, and then I'm going to shift the color until I get to see right about a purple, right about there. I crank up that saturation because I want to see how purple it is. If it's the right purple, if it's too much pink, too much blue, that's too much pink, that's too much blue. So I'm going to get my purple right. All right. And then I can bring down my saturation. I can increase my brightness if I want it to be like a lighter purple. I can decrease my brightness if I want a little bit darker purple. And then now I'm on to the green. So if I can make the green purple if I want, because I really only have purple and gold, but maybe I'll make it a little bit deeper purple. Ooh, that teal is pretty, but that's not our colorway we're going with. Stick to it, Shannon. All right, so see how there I'm getting about the same purple-ish, well, right about here. Pull it back just a little bit, right about there. All right, so I can crank it up to see if it's too much blue. I'm going to bring the darkness down a little bit because I want to make it a little bit different purple, so I'm going to make it a darker purple. You'll see how I did that? Then I'm going to right-click. Now, these are not the same exact pinks and greens. I'm also going to take like the brown color, and I'm going to take anything brown and just pull down the saturation because I want anything brown to kind of be more silver. All right, and then hold on a second. I guess it's got some, it's saying it's brown in the undertones, which I don't really think so. So I'm going to leave that up a little bit. But now this is not going to be exact for me, but it's going to give me a starting point for all these others because it's not the same pink, it's not the same green, but it's still got a similar hue. So I'm going to right click on the bow. I'm going to copy that style, paste it on the gift. You see how the gift changed a little bit, but I'm just going to have to do some micro adjusting here. So I'm going to come over here for the gift. I'm going to go to the gold. And I'm going to bring the hue all the way down. Oh, not the hue, the saturation. I got to clear it. Hold on. Let me go edit again and adjust. And this one, what it's doing, it's a little confused when you already have it in one kind of color correction and you go and color correct it again. It really wants you to clear that in order to change it for Canva. So, but see how it won't let me use it? It's locked. So let me go back. And I'm going to change. Oh, no, stop it. I'm going to change this gift here. I think it should let me change it now. Yeah. So I'm going to change this gift because it has gold in it. The bow didn't really have gold in it. So I want to change the gift. So then that one I can probably propagate to, or I can copy and paste it to the ornament and the tree. All right. So I'm bringing the saturation of the gold all the way down to 0. So it becomes silver. I'm going to take the pink and I'm going to shift it towards a lavender. I want a little bit more punch of a color, a little bit darker of a color. There we go. And then where it's saying it's brown, that's just basically another version of gold. Now, I could tell you this is much easier in Photoshop because you can isolate a certain part of the design and you can make just that part of the design change color. So this one, I think the back part of the gift there is a little bit darker color. So it's assuming that that's in the brown. So let me see what happens when I translate that. That actually didn't turn out bad. All right, so I'm going to copy that layer style, paste it over here. Not bad at all. So I'm going to rock with this. All right. This was actually a pretty good exercise in color change. Even though these weren't my blues, you're still able to do color change. And now I feel like this, I'm going to edit this one because now I feel like that darker purple is not doing it for me. So where my darker purple is, I'm going to, do I want it silver? Yeah, I think I want it silver. Ooh, yep, I want a silver. That's it. All right, so anyhow, I showed y'all some Canva Imaginary. And see, now it's opposite. Last time I spent too much time on Photoshop. This time I spent too much time in Canva. I still got to show y'all a little AI. So let me show you how I created this image in AI. I'm going to even give you the prompt. So this gift here is a free prompt. Y'all said y'all like these freebies and that they're helpful and y'all gonna do something with it. So here it goes. There's a free prompt. I will also, let me find the course for tonight. So here's the thing. You're not gonna get the downloads unless on this video, you have to comment the word patch. Comment the word patch on this video, but it has to be on the Facebook or the post on Instagram. And y'all know what? I think I need y'all to do it on Instagram because I need some more Instagram followers and some what do you call it? Engagement. All right, so let me go ahead and give you all my Instagram. Who doesn't? If you don't have Instagram, put FB in the chat and let me know that you need the Facebook link because y'all out here because y'all got Instagram or Facebook. If you don't have Instagram or Facebook, I need you to get that together tonight. I don't care if you don't like being social. I don't either. The only reason why I have an Instagram and a Facebook is because of business. But before that, I had my I didn't even have an Instagram, and I had my Facebook shut down for like 5 years. Like it was cool for high school or going into college, but after that, I wasn't doing no social media until I needed to sell something for my business. Then it was, hey y'all, hey, remember me? Hi, hi. Yeah, I had to get out there, y'all. All right, so come on over to my Facebook or my Instagram-y. So on Instagram, if you all would, I'm going to tell y'all which post I need y'all to do. Do this post right here where it says Auto Design Me. And underneath that post, I need you to put the word patch, 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 patch. Just put the word patch. And then y'all make sure y'all like it, please. I got 3 likes and I got all these comments up underneath here. So y'all go ahead and hit that little heart right there and then comment the word patch. Boom, just like that. And it's going to send you a link to the class. Now you're watching this live right now, but if you want the downloads, you have to be enrolled in the class to get the downloads. Okay. All right. So what I'm doing right now, while I'm talking my talk, I'm going to go ahead and get y'all's folder prepared that I will be putting the files in for tonight. All right. Now, if you put the word patch, I see some of you all are putting the word patch under the YouTube video. It won't work. If you have Facebook, but no Instagram, got you. Then you're going to use the Facebook link that is dropped, and you'll go over to Facebook, and I'll show that one what that looks like. That's that one. I prefer everybody do the Instagram. Okay. That is my preference, but I'll show you the Facebook as well. All right, so let me bring y'all over to the Facebook edge. This is what Facebook looks like. All you have to do is go to the live video that we're watching right now and just comment the word patch. All right, and it'll give you the links to the class. I see y'all interacting with me. Thank you. And just so y'all know, my automation is doing that, not me. I'll teach y'all later in the Craft to Quit program. We do a little bit more advanced business level stuff. So I'll be teaching y'all about automation, leads, email strategies, that sort of thing. But we're going to keep it designed for tonight. All right. So I finished with my Canva. So while y'all are putting patch in there, you'll of course get the resources for tonight. But does anybody put in the chat, put Canva in the chat if you're interested in doing a Canva class where somebody will walk you through how to build from scratch how to build from scratch. And I'll show you exactly what you're building. Okay. Now, this is our Photoshop version, but y'all already know Canva can't quite touch Photoshop. Listen, I said Canva Bay, Photoshop Betty. Listen, if you coming in this to be a Canva Bay, I got you. And when you're ready to step up to be a Photoshop Daddy, I got you on that too. Okay. All right. So this is the Canva version of it. You still have a frame. It's just, it has to be a vector frame. It can't be, see how this one has the feathered out edges and it's a little more transparent in certain places. With Canva, it's a vector-based program that does some bitmap images, but it's really a vector-based program. So it wants you to have these kind of frames, okay? So we call them clipping masks or masks inside of Photoshop, but inside of Canva, they're called frames. So you will be able to change out that frame. You will be able to type your text, and forgive me, do not let me save these changes. I should have made a copy before I started. But you see how you have to do this multi-layered stuff? You may not know that, but that's how you have to get the multi-layer effect for text inside of Canva. Doesn't work the same as Photoshop. I'm going to show you in a little bit what Photoshop does, okay? How I was able to create those chenille patches and how you're able to quickly go in and change those chenille patches, okay? So you also have these little blings you can put in here, just building out a design. It is a little bit different, of course, than Photoshop, but these skills are undeniably going to help you build what you need in order to start selling designs, okay? Because we make templates. That's actually how we teach. We teach with templates. Let me see if I can. What folder is this in? This is how y'all know I don't do Canva that much, y'all. But I want to show you, we do have some other Canva templates too. Yep. Canva, we got 285 Canva. Let me do CANV. There we go. Let me show you some more. So this is one of our popular Canva templates. This is template number, y'all already know, 125. If you don't know about 125, it is the most popular template in the Academy. We've even received much hate and many copycats because of this template. It's very old, but it is an oldie, but definitely a classic and a goodie. Okay. So, so this is a Canva template that we have. Some of y'all don't even know we have Canva templates because your girl hasn't been advertising it. Remember, I told you if you don't tell people about your stuff, they can't buy it. Yeah. All right. So I have a deal of a deal of a deal of a deal. If anybody says that they need a Canva class, can I do this deal? Let me see, because let me see. I'm gonna do a deal. Let me see what I have to offer right now. Let me go to the website, because tonight maybe I was meant to spend a little more time on Canva. Normally I'm all Photoshop, but I spend a little I don't want to say too much time on Canva because y'all say y'all need Canva help. So let me see. Let's see our Canva templates. I have this bundle with Canva templates. If you, let me make a bundle. I can't show you mine because I was going to show y'all how to make a discount in the back end of Shopify. But if I show you the discount code, then you'll see all my other discount codes. So let me see if I could create a discount, if it'll let me show it to you all. So I'm going to do a buy X, get Y. Well, you know what? Let me do this. I'm only going to show, because I actually want to show y'all this. I mean, because listen, I can teach anything that I learn, I can teach. I only learn stuff that I can teach. If I don't want to teach it, I will not learn it. I'll be like, get somebody else to do it. I don't even want that in my brain. So everything that I learn to the capacity that I could teach it. So I could even teach y'all Shopify on the spot right now. All right, let's create a discount. And I'm going to, I want to show y'all this. So let me get some things off the screen that I might not want to show y'all. Let's do, that way y'all don't, okay, there you go. So I'm going to keep it on schedule. Hopefully y'all don't see nothing crazy on the screen right now and be like, oh, I saw that code. Okay, I'm on schedule, so I don't have anything scheduled. Let me create a discount. And I'm going to do a buy X get Y. All right. What am I going to have you buy? If you buy this Canva class, it's a one-on-one beginner-friendly Canva class, and it is on the one-on-one page. Customer happiness, can you share the one-on-one link? Okay. So I'm going to say, if you buy that, I'm going to give you the $80 Canva pack. It comes with the video instructions in English. You know how some people give you the video instructions and have nobody talking. You just got to sit there and figure out what they're clicking on. No, Coach Trees did a very thorough job of making sure she explained everything. She even teaches you some basics of Canva. So if you don't know anything about Canva, you're going to get that in her tutorial. All right. So I'm going to give you, it's going to be a specific product. So as long as you buy one of those, I'm going to give you one of these. I'm getting in a little trouble, but it's okay. CANV. I'm typing too fast, y'all. Where is my bundle? Where's my Canva bundle? Am I not seeing it, y'all? Oh, there it is, right there. Y'all see, we done already sold 76 of them. Add. Okay. I will give you this file as long as you buy this class on Thursday. And Coach Treese is going to help you design from scratch and build a design just like what you saw. So you'll have the basic principles. And guess what? You're not just building a design, you're actually building a template. Because once you build that design, let me take you to the one-on-one. Let's see. Once you build that design for yourself, you're able to come back time and time and time again and use this as a template. So literally you're building your own template, and you can change your fonts out. You can change the image out in the background. You can change your subject image. You can take off the blings. You can put other paint splashes and things in there. You will learn how to do that through this class. So let me see if I made, because y'all know I'll be doing stuff. See, I didn't hit save on my coupon. Let me make sure I'm good. Let me make sure it's right. Discount code. I'm going to make it an automatic discount. You don't even have to put in a code. Don't have anything else in your cart though, because if anything else has a discount, it's probably not going to work. It cannot combine with other discounts. So just, if you're going to check out, go ahead and check out this one by itself. And then what I'm going to do, since you're here on my live, I'm going to activate a 50% off code that you can get any Photoshop template, any AI class. I'm going to go over some of the AI, some of our last AI class in a little bit. I just showed y'all that. But you'll be able to get that 50% off only because you're here live with me today. Okay. All right. So, whew, let me see if this is going to work. If I give y'all 100% off of that, woo, I guess, look, I put in 100%. It was like, girl, do you mean free? I didn't even want to put it in free. All right. So y'all going to get it free. And this is going to end, because I'll be forgetting to put in end dates. Because some of y'all be taking advantage. Because y'all be like, I know Shannon ain't put that end date in on her coupon. Got him. Y'all be doing that to me. It's okay. It's okay. And I guess I got to put this as 11:59. 11:59. Okay. So tonight, 11:59 p.m., this code should not work anymore. Let me make sure I got it right there. Save the discount. Oh my gosh. Okay, can't be blank. Okay, the title is Canva Bay. You want to be a Canva Bay? Come on over here to N8 Academy. Listen, I've been putting off teaching y'all Canva long enough. Y'all come on over here to N8 Academy. Stop letting them people teach you wrong. Come on. Coach Tree's gonna get you right. All right, so this is good, I think. Let me check it out. As a matter of fact, one of the coaches in the academy or customer happiness, can y'all put those two in a cart and make sure it works so I can finish teaching? Because we didn't come here to learn Shopify tonight. But like I said, a prepared man is better than a prepared message. I learned that from one of my mentors as well. All right. Latrice said, come on over. Can I come over? Can I? All right, Latrice, look. Latrice, y'all better know she is fire with the work, but she is so calm. She's so patient. She's so like, she's going to get you right. You don't have to be embarrassed of making no, you'll be like, oh, sorry. She's like, no worries. Don't be sorry. Just, now that you got it clear, come over here and click on this. And I'm like, oh, that's my girl. Because listen, I am patient too. I am loving, I'm patient, I am kind. But every now and then I'm like, now why you click on that? And I told you to click on this. But Coach Treese is just like zen with it. Okay. So if you're looking to learn Canva in the most zen environment, come on over to Coach Treese. Okay. All right. So let me get on. I was supposed to show y'all a little bit of Photoshop tonight. So this is what I'm going to do. Since y'all got your Canva deal for tonight. Oh, let me go ahead also while I'm at it. I will go ahead and activate your 50% off. Let me do that right now. Because while I'm talking, y'all be like, yeah, Shannon, you talking. But since you preach so long, do we get an extra discount? No, because that was a part of the blessing in the lesson tonight. You're welcome. Like my niece tell me when she do something for me, you're welcome. Huh, girl? You sit down somewhere. All right. Let me duplicate that and get y'all's code working so I can get back to work. We go into discounts, and I'm going to go ahead and activate the 50% off code. I will let you know in just a moment when I hit save. I got to remember which one works for y'all. I think it was this one. This one has been used the most, so I'm going to guess that it is this one. So any AI class, any Photoshop class, it will automatically, as long as that's all that you have in your cart. So if you go here to the one-on-one page, okay, that's the link that Customer Happiness shared with you all. And the Customer Happiness, could you drop that link one more again? One more again, where that link at? All right, I promise I'm not normally this goofy, y'all, but it's something. It must be the cleanse. It must be the cleanse, because usually right about now I'll be a little tired, y'all. All right, so here you come from the top. Y'all look at our crazy designs we about to get set up. Okay. Anyhow, I got a little excited about that too. If you're not signed up for the challenge, what are you doing? I have a free challenge right now, and not a free challenge for just like, like a little second, a free challenge for 5 days straight. But if you want all the resources, the templates and the downloads, and you want to spend extra time with me, you're going to want that paid version of the challenge. So I'll talk about that later. Matter of fact, I'll open it in a new tab. Tell you about that later. Here's where you can sign up for the Canva class with Coach Treese. And then you know what? I'll put the bundle here. I will put the bundle there. Let me show you how you do that. I guess I'm showing y'all some Shopify. I said I was going to put the bundle here. So this bundle is in the collection of, what collection is this? It's the boot camp, the new boot camps. Yep. Let me go back and make sure I know. Okay, so this collection is, the new collection. So what I will have to do, duplicate, then exit back, then go to the products. And while I'm on products, I'm looking for the Canva bundle. When I find the Canva bundle, that's going to be the one that has the 4 images there. I'm going to click on that one, and I'm going to change We'll just add a collection. And the collection that I'm going to add is, this one is bundle. Nope. What did I call it? Oh, no. I'm going to add a tag. This one is, collection is called Shopify Challenge Bootcamp's New. I'm just going to put it here for y'all. I'm going to remove it after the night because I don't want people knowing. So let me just put in Bootcamp. Bootcamp, Shopify Challenge, Bootcamp New. All right. And then when I save it with that tag, it's automatically going to propagate to the proper collection. And let's see if it's going to be automatic for needs a little time. I'm going to put it in that section for y'all. So y'all have it right there. You can buy Coach Tree's class. And then you can also, I got to put 2 rows on there so y'all can see it. And then let me refresh. Let me see if it's on there now. Why isn't it on there? Do y'all see it on there yet? I saved it. I'm going to refresh here. And then I'll take it down afterwards just so y'all can see it on there. All right. Might take a little second. All right. So the code worked when you put in both the class and the bundle. So let me tell y'all what I just did. I just gave y'all a free live hands-on class with a 50% discount on that Canva bundle. Okay. There it is right there. So if you put this in your cart and this, you're only going to pay $47. So if you say that I don't love the Canva, folks, I don't know what you're talking about. This is showing ultimate love. I'm giving y'all $80 template pack with a $47 live hands-on. This class is supposed to be $97 because Coach Tricks is spending some time with y'all. Okay. All right. So let me get back off of my Canva trip, off of my Shopify. Like, look, this was just a master class tonight. Was this a master class so far? We talked about AI, Canva, Shopify. So let me go ahead and get into this Photoshop because I feel like Photoshop over here. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I'm finna show out in front of your people now that you neglected me. Wait a minute, Photoshop, don't do that. Okay. We love you. We love you, Photoshop. You know how many people came to see you tonight? All right. Look, Photoshop done turned into into David Ruffin. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Canva. I'm too much tonight. I apologize. I don't apologize. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm loving it, and I love y'all. So that's why we still here together. Y'all ain't tapped out on me yet. All right. So let's definitely, definitely. Yep. Live masterclass. I love it, Trees. All right. So I'm going to show you in Photoshop. Remember how I showed you how to change those colors in Canva? Remember how I showed you can't really change the text, the font. You have to pretty much build your text. Do you want me to show you how easy it is to do in Canva? In Photoshop. Look, I don't care. Photoshop. Listen, that's just like when you call somebody else's name. I'm sorry, Photoshop. Listen, you are my one and only. Canva, that's Teresa's thing. You know, I just happened to demonstrate it tonight. So we're good. Okay. Just so you know, Photoshop, we're good. All right. So that was just me having to talk to my Photoshop. So it won't show out on us tonight on this live. If you want to see me flip this in Photoshop in less than 5 minutes, go ahead and give me a 5 in the chat. Give me a 5 in the chat. A 5 in the chat. Let's see your 5 in the chat. I know it's a little delay on the YouTube side. Facebook, I know y'all might have a little. Okay, I see a 5 now. Okay, I see a few 5s coming in. They rolling now. They're rolling. Okay. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. All right, so let's go. I'm going to just change out the smart color number 1. That's how I built these templates. I spent hours designing templates, so it only takes you 5 minutes. So here we go. We'll double click on color number 1. You can choose whatever color you want here. Let's see, somebody else told me teal. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to duplicate the layer, and then I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to turn it to the color teal. Well, I don't know what color teal. So I'm going to come over here to my handy dandy server. Y'all already know. If you don't, well, some of you don't know. There are y'all showed out in this AI class. We have over 10,000 images in here. So I'm going to see if I can find somebody that made a teal graphic. Ooh, pretty. Now, I like that. I like that. Because I feel like it could get a little artsy. Oh, and it don't have to be too. Ooh, with the craft gun. Yes. Okay. So I know this was Coach Nancy that made these for me. Oh, yeah. Coach Nancy, you did your thing. All right. So I'm going to open it up in the browser. Oh, that's it. All right. So, well, I'm going to keep it over here for a second. All right. So I got that one. Coach Nancy, what else you got for me? Because I know. Let me see. You got this. Yeah. Yeah. You already, you did that. You did that. So that's 2. I need 4 images if I'm going to switch this thing on out. And then what I will do is all the images that I'm using tonight, I will put in my freebie file for tonight. So we got a glue gun. Ooh, got a letter K. But my name doesn't start with the letter K. Okay, let's jump to it. And let's come to this exact same prompt here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy the prompt. Because if I try to do a remix and change the letter, it's not going to do quite right because it's already shaped to that K. So if I try to put in a totally different letter, it's going to have a little trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the prompt here. And then I'm going to go / and then hit imagine. And then I'm going to paste the prompt. But here inside of the quotations, I'm going to put the letter I for innate. Y'all know everywhere I go, I'm branded. Like, I don't even play. So we're going to go ahead and make a letter I. Now, outside of that, let me see what other images. I know you got something else for me. Ooh, I like the butterfly. The butterfly. Oh, that's let me see you touch your roll. Y'all, there is something over me today. I don't even get on here singing all these songs. Y'all might get one song out of me a night. I've been going. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start downloading some of these now. All right, and this is 047. So I like to keep here. I will show you when it gets there. So this is 047. This is a butterfly. All right, butterfly. Then I have the art palette. So I'm just going to save that as art, or I could save it as palette. Not art is shorter. All right, so I got the art, I got the butterfly, and then let me see what's cooking up over here. So while this should be cooking over here. See, this is how, do y'all see all of this work? All right, I just wanted a letter I. Oh yeah, I forgot the letter I and what other one is it? I think it's M's and N's. Sometimes it has trouble doing, but I got my I. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it because I'm just going to go with this one right here. Okay. All right. So Midjourney still has some trouble doing some letters, but it can get us there. Now, I kind of wanted to redo this one a little bit. So I'm going to ask it to do a different version of number 1. Let's see. Letter I. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't have any other letter in there where it can be confused. So I'm going to remake that, but at the same time, I could use this one exactly how it is because it still goes with the theme. Or I could do a different letter too. I might do that. Let me try this with a different letter. Just in case it looks better. Nope, not describe. I'm doing imagine. I'm going to teach y'all about describe in class on Tuesday. I'm going to show you how you bring an image in, use describe, and then you figure out some keywords. Oh, that's how you can describe that image. Yep. I'm going to show you that. All right, so I'm going to put doctor, so they know to call me Doc. All right, so let's see if that will work. And if not, I have my little eye. So my little eye is, and I don't want it overlapping, but that one, that does look pretty. No, I'm going to stick with this one because it's easier for right now, just to show y'all. All right, so I'll take this one, open it in the browser, and I have my letter I, and I'll show you that I can isolate just this left-hand side here. So I'm going to save that as my letter I. All right, cool beans. All right, so coming over here into Photoshop, I'm just going to bring in one of my images because I want to basically use it to pick colors. And I also could do this. This is how I prefer to do it, how I showed you all in class. So you would come over, let's say, to your accent 1, double click on it. Whatever you want your accent 1 to be, you can drag and drop it from the folder. So here we are. Let me do view large icons. And let's say the number 4, I want to do, oh, you know what? I think I forgot to get the glue gun. Here it goes. Let me save the glue gun. And even with the initial, I probably would do a 4th image because the initial, I don't think I would have in the 4, but we'll see. I might just do 3 and then like the initial big or something. I'll show you how we do that. So let's say at the very end, I want to put the glue gun. Okay. I got it here. Background's not removed from it. So I can come over here on the left-hand side, go to the object selection. And then my fastest way to do is go to cloud and then do select subject. Every now and then that doesn't necessarily do the trick, but it's okay. Oh, I got the new version of Photoshop downloaded too. So we're testing that live tonight, y'all. And it's getting inside of here and I don't want it to. So I'm going to hold down Alt and select. Well, first, let me see what it's selected. Yep, it still has my inside here. I'm going to deselect and I'm going to use the tap function instead. See how when I use the tap function instead of the cloud and select subject, it didn't get inside of that trigger. So this is what I want it to do. So I like that. I'm going to go ahead and create a clipping mask, which, you know, we do that. We did that live in class on Wednesday. So if you have been standing on the sidelines and looking for an opportunity to come to these live classes, then you want to be a part of the Craft to Quit program. Okay, so the Craft to Quit program, you get to come to the live Wednesday Photoshop classes. You get to come to the live AI classes. This is how we developed all these 1,000 images. And you get to get the 1,000 images. Like, that's worth $97 a month. That's worth $97 a week. We literally made 1,000 files that you can go into, edit them, do what you need to do, and still have access to the server. Anyways, so I'm just letting you all know that that's a big deal. So you get the AI, you get the Photoshop Live, and then you also get a business coaching class, and I call it a mentorship. On Fridays, we coach about business, okay? Because it's not all about design. It is about business. So you get all of that right now. I had the OG price open up at $97. And if you join it, you also get the challenge for free. Because the challenge is $97. You get the full version of the challenge, not the freebie version of the challenge. You get the full version of the challenge because it's included in the Craft to Quit program now. Okay. So please know, I told you I was making some changes with the Academy. The price of the Craft to Quit program is supposed to be $197. It will go up to $197 after this challenge, because we give you the challenge. We give you everything that I talked about. It's well worth $197. So please, if you know that this is where you need to be to learn live, and I'm not clicking on nothing because y'all know I'm talking with my hands right now. If you feel like this is where you need to be, please join the Craft to Quit program now, because it will in fact be $197 after our challenge. I promise you that. Okay. All right. So I done told you what I need to tell you. Let's see. Let's do the butter. No, let's do the letter I here. All right. So something was wrong with the letter I. It's got an extra little letter over here. I don't know why. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the object selection tool. And see how I can hover over and select just that version of it. So let me see if this is going to come out like we need it to do. Looks good. I'm going to create a layer mask. Looks good, looks good. Turn off the image from before. And it gave me a little extra here. Don't know why. But what I can do with my lasso tool is just circle around it. Go onto my layer mask here. If usually I tell y'all to paint, but I don't know if y'all know this. If you put the black in the background and you hit delete on the keyboard, it deletes it from the layer mask. It made it black because black conceals and white reveals, but it did not actually delete anything from my image. And that's because I had the layer mask selected instead of the image. If I have the image selected and I hit delete, it's going to tell me could not complete your request because the smart object is not directly editable. If I hit OK, that's basically a way of telling me, hey, that ain't something you want to mess with. You only want to mess with the layer mask. So this is a way where we preserve our image, and this is called a non-destructive editing technique. So it looks like all the background is gone. It looks like that other letter is gone, but it's non-destructive. I can bring it back by right-clicking, disabling on the layer mask. It's right there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move this one more towards the middle. Let me hit Control D to deselect. Let's bring this towards the middle. All right, so now I have my letter I. Ooh, Lord. All right, so I have my letter I, and then I'll go ahead and quickly change out these other ones. Then we'll pick our colors. So accent number 2. Let's go ahead and drag and drop our next image. Let's go with color palette there. Again, we can just click on the object select, and we can hover. This one, I'm going to do the cloud and select subject because I have too many little objects it thinks I want to select. Let's see what it does. And it missed a little bit. So let's go to select a mask. These are great opportunities to learn, y'all, because I'm just doing this on the fly. I don't know what I was going to come up with tonight. All right. So now I'm going to grab my brush tool and I'm going to recover some of the brush here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the quick mask, the quick selection, because I want it to kind of help me, because the quick mask can help you. See how that just helped me select light colors there? I want to get a little more of the top of this brush, but because the brush has a lot of white in it, it's confused with the background. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of helping it select a better version of the color. Then I'll come back and get rid of the white. Bringing in like the outside little wood portion of this board. And I'm not being real careful. I'm just kind of vaguely going over the areas, and then it's selecting, oh, okay, you wanted to keep that. So it's kind of helping me out a little bit. That's because I'm not using a regular paintbrush. I'm not using a regular brush tool. I am using the quick selection tool. So it is a helpmate. It uses AI. You can't do this in Canva. Not like this. Okay. All right. So now I've got to go with the negative because I want to remove certain things. So I'm going to start removing parts of this. And it may delete something I don't want to delete, but at the end of the day, this is way better than hand cutting most times. Now, this is basically showing out in front of company, but I'm going to see if I can bring that back. Boom, boom, boom. Bring that back. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, now this is not perfect, but I'm going to show you something you do to kind of smooth it out, make it a little bit easier. I don't want to feather this because I want to be able to print this in DTF. So if I feather it, I can make it look kind of good because he has a soft edge and it might feel a little bit better. That's not going to DTF well. So I'm going to bring it all the way to the left because I don't want it to feather. I'm smoothing it because where it does have edges, I just want those edges to be just calm down a little bit, not all JE heartbreak. Okay. I want it to be a little smooth criminal. Okay. So I'm going to okay here. Let's see what happens when I add my layer mask with that mask created. Turn off the previous image. And I'm going to do Control-0 so I can just see everything. Well, all right. Let's hit yes to save those changes. And y'all don't forget, if you want the free downloads for tonight, make sure you hit the word patch. Put patch in the chat of the Facebook or the Instagram on the video that has the here. Well, y'all know what it is. The one that says put the word patch. All right. So here and here, let's change out one more. And y'all, you don't even have to change out all of these. You can just use one of these accents. I just gave y'all a bunch of options. What am I doing? Talking. That's what I'm doing. And we need the butterfly. Spread your wings and prepare to fly. All right, let's get the butterfly cut out. Let's go to the cloud. Let's see if cloud works. If cloud doesn't work, then we also can do the tap method. Yeah. Well, the tap method, I can see it's getting a little confused about this little skinny line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to use my quick selection tool. And instead of being on the plus, I'm going to be on the minus, and I want to minus this out. Okay. Now it looks like it selected a little too much. And I didn't upgrade these, y'all. The resolution should be much higher, but I didn't upgrade them for the sake of doing speed for tonight's class. So you can imagine if I had upscaled this like I was supposed to. Oh, this is a good example. Let me go back, y'all. Of sometimes it just ain't gonna do right. Okay. If you look at the antennas on the butterfly, it's a little difficult. So let me see if I can get as close as possible. Zoom in. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and mask this. Okay. Just to show you, like, it takes away everything that was on the outside of the marching ants, and it took away a little too much here. So I'm going to build it back with the paintbrush. So in order to build it back, I got to add white. Why? Because white reveals and black conceals. And then I'm going to take this. Where's my pen tool? It was under my conversion point tool. All right, so I'm going to clean this up. And I am clicking and dragging with the pen tool in order to create I'm going to make it a selection. And what I should have done, see if it's not too late. I'm going to tell it to do, no, I'll keep it on path, and then I'll make it a selection when I'm done. And I'm just being a little quick with it. If I really wanted to follow all of the contours, like of each of the little bumps and stuff that are on here, then I would do that. But if you ever get to where you have like this kind of crusty edges and stuff and you need to make it smooth, this is one way you can kind of force it to be smooth. All right, so I'm going to come on outside of this area here. And then I'm going to hit selection. And then this popped up over here, whether I want to do a feather radius. Usually I just do 1 pixel. Say okay. And again, I'm on my layer mask. If I have black in the background and I hit delete, it's going to get rid of that. Okay. Now I'm going to select inverse. So I'm going to do select inverse. And I feel like I need to keep this little part here. So I'm going to grab my paintbrush, make the brush a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to paint that in just to give me that full little edge right there. Control D to deselect. And I spent enough time on this butterfly, y'all. It's time to pick my colors. So say I want it teal. I'm going to go ahead and pick it while we're in the main image just to make sure that that is the teal that I want. All right, so I think I'll go with the brighter teal. Even though I like the darker teal, the brighter teal is more prominent in these images. So let me go to my color picker tool and I'm going to grab this color right here. It is fitting for Innate Academy because you know our colors are CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. So this actually works out very well. All right, so I'm going to grab that color. It's right here. Color number 2, I can do the pink. Okay, so I'm going to grab that pink right there. And now I'm going to change out color number 1 is my smart color. I already duplicated, but I'll show you that step in case you missed it. Duplicate the layer. It'll pop up over here. Just say okay. All right, I'm going to turn off the eyeball for the previous color, and then I'm just going to tap on what I want color number 1 to be. I'll go ahead and file save, and I'm going to come back over. Sorry, y'all, I'm working on another project for y'all. I'm working on a project to do some arches and some boards for next week. Yeah, anyhow. But do you see how that changed the color here globally? Now you can do some adjustments. I'm going to show you some of the adjustments you can do. You can change, if I go into this pattern. So I made this chenille. I made it from scratch, y'all. I made this pattern for y'all. All right, so let's say I think the fibers are a little too chunky. I want them a little bit smaller. I can change the size. So I'm going to put the scale as 20. Makes it a little bit tighter and smaller. Okay. Another thing I can do here is I can give it a little more or less contrast with my levels. Remember, I told you could do this in Canva, but in Photoshop, we just did a smart color change. And then what I like to do is change my levels. If I want a little more detail, the levels give you either darker shadows or highlights or midtones. So what I typically tell y'all to do is just focus on the middle one, right? Ooh, yeah, I like that because it's giving me texture, baby. Yes. Love it. All right, so that's how I want it. I'm going to go back and do Control 0. I want to see that texture. I want it to really look like a Letterman jacket kind of chenille patch, okay? Now for color number 2, I'm just going to double click on color number 2. Let's right click. I'm going to choose the top one. I like to keep them at the top. So I'm going to right click and duplicate this layer. Go ahead and hit OK. I'm going to bring that one up for later if I want it later. And this one, I'm going to choose the pink color. All right, let's go ahead and before I close out, I'm just going to do Control S so I can preview it. Woo! Already. Okay. That's it. Oh, and then I'll show you all that we'll do some cartooning. So this upcoming week in AI, we're going to be doing our Christmas card designs, and then these Christmas card designs that we're going to create also will work for the events. That's why I'm doing the arch and the backdrops and stuff. So we'll be creating for events, party favors, that sort of thing. And then the week after that, we're going to be doing the holiday images like this where they look airbrushed, and then we'll also face swap. Okay, so every single week, if you're in the Craft to Quit program, every single week on Tuesdays we do the AI in action. On Wednesday we do Photoshop in action. Okay, every single week, as long as I don't have something super pressing and then I have to take that that day off. All right, so other than that, we are working. Now let me show you a little something. Let me show you a little something. She's wearing pink and green. And then if you wanted to really change an image color, you could come on over here and go to your adjustment layers, which is what I showed y'all in Canva tonight. So we go hue saturation. All right. And then we're going to double click on it. It'll pop up over here in our properties. And if I don't know what the color is, then I can use this picker tool right here, the little finger, and I picked, it said those are reds. So I'm not going to pay attention to the face because this is why I tell y'all to design in blue, because it's going to change the color of the face because they're red in the color of the skin tone. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get that pink like I want it. I'm not paying attention to the face right now. I changed the hue. I'm going to increase the saturation. I want a bright pink. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on with my face right now, but oh, yeah. All right. So then I'm going to use the finger again. I'm going to touch on the green part. It's telling me those are yellows. So then I'm going to shift the yellows. I want to shift them so that I get more of a teal. So I'm pulling them until, and really I feel like let me undo that step. Nope, let me redo. Let me go to my history. Let me see if it'll let me redo. Oh man, it won't let me redo. I just have to manually redo it. When I hit the reset button, I thought it was going to take me back one time. It took me all the way to the beginning. All right, so let's do that again. Let's select the reds, turn up the saturation a little bit, shift to the pink that I want. If I can mess it up, I can fix it. That's what my daddy taught me. All right, so that's the pink, and then now let's go to the greens. I'm gonna go straight to the greens, and then I want to shift my greens more towards like a tealish, bluish color. Something like that. But I want to increase the saturation so I really can see where it's going, and then I'm gonna bring darkness down just a little bit. So I'm going to have to mess with my yellow too. So that was for the greens. And then I'm going to go grab the yellows. All right. And I can shift that as well. And like I said, I'm really not paying attention to my face. So in Canva, I wouldn't be able to isolate the face. So that would be a major, major issue there. And I feel like what I want to do here, I'm going to take my hue saturation and I'm going to remove it, just this effect from the face. So I'm going to do Control minus on my keyboard, stretch it to the right. And then I'm going to make sure black is in the foreground because I want to hide this part. And you see what I'm doing here? You cannot do this in Canva. Make my brush a little bit smaller. All right. So now I'm matching more with that design. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a swatch of I'm going to take my smart color. Why? Because I got one. I'm going to alt click and drag my smart color down because I want to change the tip of that hat to the color of my smart color. It's not shifting well because it has a little bit of like a gold to it. So I'm going to bring it above here. And then I'm going to remove this layer mask, delete the layer mask. And I'm going to clip this and this, right click, and I'm going to create a clipping mask. I'm going to make sure that this color change only appears to this particular image. Let's bring my teal up a little bit. I'm going to change the blend mode instead of multiply to color. It's going to make everything this color. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. I'm going to add a layer mask because I only want to select this little tip of the hat here. So right now, everything is white. And remember, white reveals, black conceals. Let's do Control I to invert. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my brush here and I'm going to paint. Of course, I have to paint with white because white reveals. So but I'm on the mask layer. I'm not on the actual image layer here. Let's see. All right, so let's go to my paint again. And I want to switcheroo. I want to hit my switcheroo button, get white in the foreground. So I'm painting with white now. And I'm going to bring in the color where I want it. And this is just me crudely doing it, y'all. I would take a little bit more time if I was doing this otherwise. And my image is a little too close to the top of the page. So I'm going to bring all of this down together. I'm going to group it, Control G. Remember I told y'all Control G works in Canva? Control G. They got it from Photoshop. Oh, that might have been the top of the image. Okay. All right. Well, now she matches. Y'all see that? I told y'all I was going to teach y'all some more advanced levels there, but In the Canva version, we cannot change the fonts. Well, guess what we can do here? And you can't get the and bright. Let's take you as a little reminder. Just a little reminder. Okay. So we couldn't get that embroidered looking effect for the word and bright. Okay. So I'm going to do it over here though. So and bright. I'm going to grab my text number 3 here. Turn it off and turn it on so you can see what's going on. That's like the embroidered edges there. Okay, so that's where that effect comes from. And it changes. Okay, so I'm going to put Innate Academy. Right, so instead of and bright, I double clicked on the T. If you didn't see what I did, I double clicked on the T. I'll come back and do it for the next text and explain it. Let me duplicate the layer, hit OK. And then I'll double click the T again, and I'm going to put Academy. Boom, just like that. All right, let's go ahead and close it. It has to save. And I'm going to go ahead and close. Since my color 1 and color 2 are complete, I'm happy with them. I'm going to go ahead and close those out. So that says Academy, but where it says Mary, that is text number 1. Double click on the word Mary. Take the existing Mary. I want to keep it, so I'm going to duplicate that layer. Turn off the eyeball of the other layer. Double click on the T to change the text. And then I'm going to put Innate, I-N-N-A-T. Let's click off of it, or you can click on the Move tool. And then I'm going to close down and hit yes to save so I can update that. And just like that, we got a new design. Now, if y'all tell me that was easier in Canva, okay, you got it, boss. It's easier in Photoshop only because I do a lot of the groundwork ahead of time when I build these templates. So it makes it something you can change out in 5 minutes, right? So even if you didn't have all 4 images and maybe you just had 1 image or maybe you just had a main image there, I just want you to understand that these templates are designed so that you stay on top of your game and efficient, effective, and you look like you have my 25 years of Photoshop experience. And you could tell people that you have that level of experience because your designs look identical to my designs, right? So I just want to show you all, like if you want to do like the Letterman jacket style, see how it looks like little Chenille letters. I even had the felt on here for y'all. Like I built y'all some felt. I built y'all some Chenille. And when I tell you this template does not exist. So when you see it trending, just know where it came from. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take off this pattern just so I can show you. Oh, I lied. That is, let me right click on the right text here. I'm going to go to, so I have stitches on here too. Y'all see the stitches. I put those on there for you. Go to my pattern for the Chenille texture. And I'm just going to turn the whole Chenille layer off. You see? Now, if you wanted to make something look like felt, some of you do crafts and you need to do previews of it. Now it looks like felt. You got a felt texture. Hello. Hello. Let me show you how to save it if you want to save it. Let's go to the felt texture. You can actually save these textures, y'all. Maybe I'll do that for y'all. Not no time soon because y'all will hold me to it. Let me be quiet. Pattern fill. Double click on the pattern and just hit this plus sign and it will save it down here. Okay. All right. So y'all got some felt. I made y'all some glitter from scratch. I made y'all some felt from scratch. And I made y'all some Chenille from scratch. I put stitches on there. I made them smart objects for you. So all you got to do is double click and change a number. It don't get no better than this. Okay, I can't even read y'all comments right now because I've been on this thing. So I don't know if y'all had something to add or something to tell me. Let me duplicate this. Well, we don't have to duplicate it. We can just change the number. But I like showing y'all the duplication method because if you, let's say you wanted to keep that layer, duplicating it preserves that for you. So let's say I want to put in 8 for my jersey. Boom. Close it out after I save it. And if I want to see what it looks like before I close it out, I am going to stop going to the wrong file. Shannon, I'm like y'all in class. You know how I be telling y'all in class, don't be having all these extra windows and I got my extra window open. All right, so it's the N8 and then I'm going to add my Chenille back because I got to have it. I worked too hard not to put the Chenille on this graphic for y'all. So y'all going to get this Chenille. You feel me? All right, let me go down a little bit. And that is my Chanel layer. There it goes. There it is. Boom. Just like that. All right. So that was how we do it in the Photoshop. So how many of y'all are still with me? Y'all still with me? Okay. Because I'm way past time. I know it was showing out, but I'm way past time. Okay. It is way easier in Photoshop. You are definitely right. All right. So I want you all to understand also, this is a master file. The way that I design these master files are like magic. You can also call them the magic master file. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to go wherever this file is saved. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a file and a save as, because I have changed a lot on this graphic. And I'm going to save this as master in8. All right, so what happens is, as soon as I save this file, I want y'all to see something before I even open it. Where's my folder? Folder, where'd you go? Canado. All right, 287. Now you see right now there's only a 287 master assets, right? And as I was working, I don't know if you know this, but as I was working, it was changing these things dynamically, because it wasn't this before. So now if I go to say, okay, it's going to create this new file. And as it created that new file, it is also going to make another magic folder with those assets. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to turn that part on. And another thing I need to do is go to File, Automate, Generator Plugins, and Image Assets. Now, if you've never enabled that, you actually have to go to your settings and enable that. Okay. So you have to go to Edit, Preferences. Let me see which one it is. Is it? I have to go into it to remember what it is. For this one, it's going to be, is it file handling? No, it's not. Plugins. So you go to plugins, and once you're on plugins, you have to enable the generator. Okay. If you do not enable this generator, you will not create your magic files. Speaking of magic files, let's go check on it. So remember, I didn't have a folder earlier. Let me see if it generated it now. Refresh. Oh, let me hit save. All right. And it should be making me a folder right now. Stop playing with me, sir. All right, let me refresh. And then give it a little second, because it's going to make a folder for me. I think it's going to make a folder for me. Let me make sure it's not hidden down here. All right, should show up for me right around here. And then what I'm going to do in the meantime is go ahead and close up my little folders. Oh, let me close out of that. Save. And because I didn't have the image assets on first, I'm just going to, if it takes too long, I'll close the file and just reopen it. And then once I reopen it, I'm going to make sure that it has my image assets turned on. And then if you turn something off and turn it back on, it kind of activates it too. Now, where is my fancy folder? What is this doing? Y'all, I told you Photoshop was going to show out on me once I updated it in front of y'all. However, it's supposed to create a little folder here. It normally does. I don't know what's going on right now. Like I said, it's showing out in front of company. There it goes. Saving my file right there. Where's my folder? I didn't put it inside of this, did I? Nope, it's inside the right folder. It's just showing out in front of y'all right now. Normally what it does is it makes this folder. And then in that folder, it has my assets here. So I feel like something is playing with my emotions. So let's go to my photo here. And because I spent a lot of time making that the color that I wanted, I'm going to duplicate that. And then I'm going to merge those all together just so I have a new image. And then what I'm going to do is actually change this photo 1 to my new colorway because I spent some time getting it the colors that I want. So I'm going to duplicate this layer and then I'm going to take it and put it onto my photo 1 layer. And then make sure that everything fits on the artboard here. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, to save those changes. All right. And then I am going to get rid of this one now. All right. So now my photo 1 should update as well. So this whole design, let me save it. And I may have to restart my Photoshop because I just upgraded to Photoshop 2025 before I got on live. And I don't know if that's what's happening here, but I'll let y'all know if there's a new update. If this 2025 version of Photoshop doesn't work with my magic assets, then I'm going to go back to the previous version until it does, because they come out with these new versions and then something is not working quite right with them, and then we end up with the short end of the stick having to wait for them to update. So I am going to give you all an update on that by Wednesday class. All right, so I'm going to go back and see if once I close Photoshop and come back, if that was the answer. And sometimes y'all, the file will be right in my face and I don't see it. So, oh, it works. You tried it? Okay, cool. So it might just be my little system right now. I got StreamYard up. I have all kind of live streaming stuff and Shopify's, Windows, and everything else. So this is what Photoshop does too. If you are stressing Photoshop out, it will give you little subtle ways to let you know, hey, yeah, you stressing me out. I'm not doing that. Not today. Not right now. So if that happens, I would say check your resources, make sure that you don't have too much running at one time, that sort of thing. All right, so now, I don't know what's going on. I know one thing about it. Let me make sure, automate. Oh, I didn't have it turned on. I guess I did, since I have a new version of Photoshop. When I close it down, open it back up, I had to turn back on my image assets. You better stop showing out in front of these people. There you go. You better make my files. I'm just kidding, Photoshop. I love you. I know I embarrassed you before when I called you Canva, and that's probably why you're embarrassing me right now. But let's not do tit for tat, okay? Thank you, Photoshop. So you see how I have different components here that come out of this master design file. So now I'm going to take this master design file and I'm going to put those images into the Automizer. So that's my last step, y'all. That was my step of showing y'all, hey, I could take these same pieces of this image and really update the Automizer to basically give me several different products. Now, this is what we're going to do during the challenge. We're actually going to be mixing and matching some templates. I think that'll be kind of fun. So for the template that I want to do for this one, I have made a master file out of, let me see. There we go. So my 243. Y'all remember good old 243, that tried and true Christmas sweater? So what I did in order to do the mock-up, and I'm showing you this process, and we'll be working our way up to these different methods. I'm going to go ahead and grab my smart colors and everything from here. So let's go ahead and roll up to the top. And for this one, I'm going to double click my smart object here, duplicate that layer, turn off the previous. And of course, my color number 1 was that teal color. And I think it was actually that teal color. All right, let's close out. Yes to save the changes. Color number 2 is pink. So y'all get it. Like once you learn the process, like I design definitely like an artist. Like I definitely like the extra and the, the pop appeal and everything. But I program these templates for y'all, meaning that I really deeply think about how you're going to use them now and how you're going to flip them in the future. Okay. So I'm telling you that because I want you to understand that's why it takes 5 minutes to flip these templates. Not that, it's that easy. It's just that I make it that simple. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go. Remember, I have these little assets here. I am going to do the butterfly here as my image to replace the tree. And I'm just going to bring this down in size just a little bit so it takes up about the same space as the tree. Let's go ahead and close that off. Yes, to save. And then I think I'm going to do the artist palette. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cool. Let me go ahead and now take accent number 2, double click, and then I can drag and drop that now. So that's going to be my palette. Make it a little bit smaller. All right, turn that off. Close out, hit yes to save. All right. Now, I only need this background because I'm going to use this. This is why I say you can mix and match even in Automizer. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to get this background, even though this is a magic template too. So it will, if I go to my 243 and you look here, boom, there go my background. There goes my background. Let's copy that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it right here inside of my master assets folder so I have it for later. So now I'm going to tie these things together. These are all the essential elements that I need to really build out my Automizer. I'll go ahead and I'll save those changes. Why not? Okay. And then I really don't need this anymore. So I'm going to close that out. Hit yes to save those changes. All right. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Automizer, and we have a whole Automizer in Action class that is on the 27th. Don't make me lie though. I think that's a Sunday. So y'all see that on the one-on-one page. If you get the Automizer, then you'll get, if you get the Automizer in Action class, then you'll also get this platinum Automizer that I'm going to show. And you'll be able to flip it out. So let me go to my Automizer all folder. I'm going to, let's see, one that I have preserved because I'll be having these multiple versions, y'all. All right, so I'm going to go to my Automizer folder, go to my 287. So really this is the 285 Automizer that's already out there, but I have added, I think I just added one product, just the what is that called? Ornaments. Okay. So y'all about to see all of these things: party favors, invitations, digital invitations, money card or the money holder, gift box, yard sign, sweatshirt, t-shirt, silky scarf, all over t-shirt, a blanket, a pillow, a mug, a tumbler, socks, and a journal and pen. And also this backdrop and this floor wrap are going to change too, as well as this can be a welcome sign, but this can also be an image that you might print to go on someone's wall for the holiday. So like a gift. You got buttons here, pretty much anything that you might want to do for a holiday party and also for your your gifts that you'll be selling and creating. All right. So all of those things, guess what? I don't even have to change all those things. I only need to change the stuff here on this board. So I'm going to turn on my auto select. I am going to first change out my pattern. So double click on that pattern or just click on the pattern because you're on auto select. Double click on the thumbnail and then I'm going to change this out. So this one here, I'm going to go ahead and change this out to, let me do the butterfly. Double click on the butterfly or double click on baby Jesus. And you'll see that it updated because that hasn't been updated yet. I'm going to update in just a bit. All right, and when that saves, I'm going to save it here. It makes a little pattern. Now, it's not a pattern yet until you go to Edit, Define Pattern. You'll make it that pattern. I'll just call this butterfly. Hit OK. And then if I ever want to use this pattern, it will be saved. So let's say that's a color fill right now. If I wanted to add a pattern, I'm going to drop down here and grab the pattern I just made. And I'll keep that on just so it can remind me that I have a pattern back there. And then for patterns, y'all, guess what? You can change the scale of it. You can make it bigger. You can make it more print so it's smaller. Those are things you can do in Photoshop, okay? All right, so got my pattern updated. Let me go ahead and change out my colors now. This will be quick. Color number 1, I'm going to drag and drop from my folder now. So color 1, boom, drag and drop, delete the layer underneath, and I'm gonna close out and let it do its thing, okay? So I'm just changing out a few things here because these are the things that matter. And if I was doing a full, let's say I would not do this platinum package for every customer. I would do this platinum package so that it matched my store, showed them my options, you know, gave them I would create all my collection files from here, right? Then after that, I would take this and make a smaller version of it just to show the customer maybe about 6 different things that go with the one thing that they ordered. So say they order a t-shirt, I might show them t-shirt, tumbler. I might show them a mug and you know, a few other things that I know that they would be like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. But then I would show them my bigger collection with my brand collection. And then that way they would see all of the products I can possibly do for that Christmas collection. All right, so while I'm talking, y'all know I don't do too well with talking and working at the same time. Let's delete that, close it out. All right. All right, and we're wrapping this up, y'all. We have been here for a while, a long while. So customer happiness, I do not blame you. If you have tapped out, I have pushed y'all way over time tonight. I apologize, but the spirit does not. I'm going to put this back design on here. Delete that out. Hit yes. All right. Take that background because the most of everything you design, if you just change the foreground and the background, you're going to be golden. But if you like, let's say for instance, you're doing a banner, which is like super wide, you would have to change out the layout a little bit, but the Automizer still helps with that. Okay. And I feel like I probably should have made, no, never mind. I was gonna say I should have swapped my colors or something, but I'm leaving it like it is because I got it in place. It's going to look great regardless. I'm just being a little hard on myself. You know, we like to be extra. All right, so now I'll take this one, switch out that photo. Do a little placement there. Make sure nothing is hanging off these edges. If you have anything hanging off the edge, it's going to get cut off, okay? That is the rule. Let's see, while it's doing that, let me check and see. I'm not going to change out the back because I don't have anything that shows the back. And I'm trying to think, do I have anything that has Merry and Bright? I don't have any banners or anything like that. Sometimes what I do if I'm not going to use something, like let's say I am not printing any backs anywhere for anything, then I would just take my back and I would gray it out. So I like to copy this little overlay here. And what happens is this makes it like for next time, I'm going to paste the layer style. It just grays it out. So next time I don't even look to change that out. I just know that, hey, if I need to change this template out, I'm only changing these elements and let's go. So see how I only changed the butterfly? I don't really need all of these other images because I'm not really using them. Unless I want to activate them and use them, I can. All right, so right now I'm just doing foreground, background. I feel like what I'm gonna do for Merry and Bright, I'm going to go ahead and change these out just in case I want to use Innate Academy, right? So I'm going to put the word Innate here because I'm probably going to want to use Innate Academy long-wise for like a banner or something. All right, so Innate is changed out, and then I'm going to do Academy next. So I'm changing out, and if you're really close to an object you just had selected, just click off somewhere and then come back and grab the one that you want. Because if you're too close, it'll confuse them and you'll mess yourself up. All right, Academy, dropping that like it's hot. All right, all right. I'm gonna hit OK. I think that's all I'm gonna change. I'm not even gonna grade these out right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, no, I have to do that because when I give y'all the files, because I'm going to give y'all the result of this for y'all sitting with me all this time. I cannot believe it is this late. For y'all sitting with me this time, I'm going to give y'all these files. Okay. So let me just change those out real quick. All right. All right. And then we aren't using this other stuff at all. All right. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and run this bad boy. Now, this is probably going to take some time since I'm doing live streaming and all this other jazz. But listen, it's super, super late. So I promise y'all, if y'all don't sit through this process, I don't even think I'm going to sit through this process. I'm going to go get me some water. I'm probably going to get me something to eat because I have not eaten yet. This is what I can pretty much set and forget. And what it's going to do is all of these products here, this is going to automatically transform them. And I'll show you what the result looks like. So if you're wondering, well, hey, Shannon, how did you do the purple and the red and the pink? Like how did you do that? And let me reload this tab because even Canva is tripping right now. Like I said, I have too many things open. And Canva and Photoshop, I got going at the same time. All right, so all of these were done with the same platinum file. So if you want some hands-on guidance and how to we'll actually set up the Automizer on your computer. We'll walk you through the process and we'll give you some files to flip the design so that you have a successful flip. If you need hands-on help, we do have an Automizer in action. And then we also offer one-on-one sessions if you need help like more immediately and you can't wait for class. You have that option as well. All right, so this one, and right now is checking to make sure everything is good. I did kind of change some things without doing my update all modified content first. So hopefully I didn't mess myself up. If I did, then I got a real life representation of why you should always update all modified contents first. All right, so what I'm going to do, y'all, because I think, oh, here we go. Let me go ahead and make another version of this. And then I'm going to call this teal. So this is our teal Innate version. And select the folder. Oh, shoot. I didn't put it inside the folder, so it's going to put it outside. All right. So it is creating that variation right now. And then what I'm going to do for you all on the back end of this class, let me go ahead and drop y'all some files. All right, so I am giving you all the assets. Let me go to my free file so I can show y'all what's in there. No, there we go. Freebies. There we go. So here we go. Now, I'm not going to give you my stuff. This is Innate Academy because I want you to advertise something that you can sell. And I don't want to draw attention to me. I want you to draw attention to your business. So I just have some ones that say like generic Merry and Bright, right? You have all of these products. I'll give you all these mock-ups that came from the Automizer. So you can say, hey, I can do table runners. I can do pillows, I can do tumblers, I can do water bottle labels, all of these things you'll be able to market. And I don't care if you post them tonight or tomorrow or, tomorrow, because it'll be tomorrow in about 15 minutes. So you can use that. And then I also gave you the purple version. So you have that. All right. So all of these products you'll have in the purple as well. And go ahead and drop these on the back end of the course that you all signed up for when you put in the word patch. So let me find that for y'all. Let me edit the class. And set is visible. It is now downloadable, y'all. So y'all don't even have to wait. Let me see. On the Photoshop side, it's still processing these, but y'all have seen this Automizer work time and time again. It's probably about 2/3 of the way finished of doing about, those are 35 products, I believe. Let me see how many products there are. I can tell you exactly. So we've got 01 to 01. That is 38 items, really? 38 items that it mocked up, because it also does the front and the back of the shirt. So it counts as 2 different items. 38 items I'm giving y'all in purple, and 38 items I am giving you in pink. If y'all can market this, then this was all worth it tonight. Okay, so use my tools, even if you don't have the Automizer yet, even if you don't have the templates yet. If you say, well, Shannon, I can't afford it. I don't want to hear that, because you can afford it if you use these free resources to build the interest in your products. And then you can come back and you can afford the class. You can afford the membership. You can afford the $800 Automizer. You can afford the challenge and anything else that you need tonight. Okay. Or for the betterment of your business. All right, my loves. Well, I see. Oh, I didn't know 60 y'all. I thought only 23 people were there. Oh, only 23 people liked the video. All 60 y'all still sitting here. We had 70, maybe 73 earlier. So y'all really, listen, this reminds me of the old days. I'm going to cross my arms, because this reminds me of the old days when I would sit on this live. Y'all didn't tell me my little toothpaste was doing this. Y'all didn't tell me my top piece was doing the wiggle wiggle. Anyhow, remember when I first started Photoshop on YouTube, and I would sit here and I would design for hours, and y'all would sit with me and watch me, and it'd be like Bob Ross designing on the canvas? This ain't that no more. I don't want y'all just watching me. I want you to go out there and do something. So tell me in this chat, since y'all still here, what are you going to do with these files? What are you going to do with these files? Tell me in the chat. Are you going to use them in your emails? Are you going to post them on social media? Are you going to I don't care if you text message them to your friends right now, like, ooh, isn't this dope? Can you think? Here's the thing. Ooh, I just thought of a strategy for y'all. This is what I want y'all to do. If you're scared to sell, don't sell directly to somebody. The best thing to do is to show them something cool and say, do you know anybody that can use this? Or you know anybody that might like this? Do that, y'all. My scared to sell people. And don't be afraid that you're scared to sell right now. Just be honest. Say you're scared to sell. Just say you're scared. I got you. What I want you to do, I want you to DM or text somebody that you know, not somebody that you don't know, okay? And say, hey, I have this cool product right here. And don't just do one, you do your set. You know anybody that might like this? What it does, it immediately like has them thinking that you're bypassing them. Come on, Bunnage, do something with your life. I cut my hair. My bun is used to wrapping around about 4 times. Now it's short. It's turning into a little toupee. Um, anyway, go ahead and ask them. Is there anybody else or is there anybody that you think would like this? And they'll say, well, I like it. Why, they feel a little left out because you didn't ask them to buy anything. A little bit of mental flexibility there for my people who are scared to sell. So if I sit in this right now, maybe I'm scared to ask my auntie to buy my stuff. So I'm gonna say, Auntie Tanza, you know anybody who might want to buy this Christmas set that I'm making? And she'll be like, actually, I would love that for Granny. She could do this, that, and the other, and we could put, this Bible verse on it and da 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 da. It'll start a conversation. Okay. So the buzzword for next week gonna be toupee. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my bun today. It's not bunny. It is definitely not bunny. Okay. So try that. Can y'all try that for me? Okay. Y'all say y'all gonna post them. You say you're gonna use it on your page. Did you know you could use them for your Shopify store? Hello. Is somebody gonna set up a Shopify collection and use some of these images? Can you set up a Shopify store and use these images to sell in your store? If someone buys them, oh yeah, I want that blanket right there. If someone buys them, then you say, hey, Shanon, I did a thing. I actually sold, you know how you gave me those free files? I done messed around and found out somebody actually paid me. Okay. So when you mess around and you find out, okay, when you mess around and you find out that somebody will pay you for this, come back and see me. And I'll make sure that we have all the help that you need. We got one-on-ones. We never had one-on-one sessions. Well, we had it way, way back in the day. We haven't had one-on-one sessions for almost 3 years. I'm making sure that you're ready for holiday season. Do not be afraid. If somebody pays for this design, you pay for either a one-on-one session or you pay somebody else that we have the ability to design for you. We have done for you design services. And then we also have these group classes on Wednesday where we design together. Okay. Do not be afraid. We have every which way for you to win if you just put yourself out there. Okay. So put it out there. Let somebody know what you sell. Just ask people questions about your product. I just designed this. What do you think? Or I'm thinking of putting together a package for for my granny. These are the products that I'm thinking of doing as a gift for my granny. Do you think I should add anything? If you ask little questions like that, people will get involved. Oh yeah, I like the mug, but maybe you should also include some tea because she loves tea. Maybe you should put a couple of bags of tea in the package for her. And it's like they think they're helping you, but what they're really doing is they're responding to your posts, causing engagement, kind of like how y'all are commenting patch right now. Hint, hint. You're helping with the engagement for my social media. It all ties together for a main purpose. All right. So listen, y'all got your little files. Y'all got me for 3 hours a day. Really 4, because Craft to Quit, y'all got me for an extra hour. Okay. So I'm going to let y'all know right here, right now. Let me see what's going on here. I'm still packaging over here. I can show you what's happening while it's packaging. Let me go and show y'all. All right, so meanwhile, it's creating all these files for me. Do y'all see what it's doing? That is what the Automizer will do in your life, okay? It already made all of these files. It probably has a couple more files to make, but it already made them files, okay? I was going to sit here. Do y'all want to wait a couple minutes and see what the result is, how it flips the whole thing? Oh, I love you too, baby. I really do. I truly do. Y'all got to know I love you because, listen, we spending some time together. All right. So while that's working, like I said, it is literally creating right here. And it's creating, some of these images are pretty darn big. All right. So that's another way you can cut down too. If you don't need like all of these large format images, like this backdrop and this floor wrap every single time is going to take more time to generate. The all over shirts take more time to generate. So if you don't even sell all over shirts, don't plan on selling it, you don't have to put that on your stage. Okay. That's what I want you to know. You only put on your stage what you plan on selling, right? Because then that makes it more efficient for you to crank these out time and time again. Okay. Y'all said y'all gonna wait. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Looks like it might be about that time. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, it is. And it is. All right. So I'm gonna open it up and hopefully everything changed from what was it? Pink and olive green. It changed to the teal and pink. Would you looky there? While I was doing all that talking and clicking and doing all y'all tell me y'all ain't ready for this. If we don't get on it this holiday season, we got no excuses. None. No excuses. Anyways, listen. I think my little high is coming down because I'm getting exhausted because I served my purpose tonight. Listen, the Holy Spirit has moved me and moved you all. It kept y'all up for 3 hours tonight. And it is time to rest. But what I want you to do, go ahead and download your files from the patch class, okay? I gave you all a free set of files you can download, you can mark it. And if you want to purchase anything tonight on the website, I said it was up till 12. I'm going to give y'all probably about 20 more minutes because I'm going to step away for a moment and go get me something to eat. But I'm going to be off this live, just so you know. So you all have some time now. If you want to go shop on the one-on-one site, let me go ahead and give you that link again. All right. So, that's our one-on-one page. I call it my 101 page because it's just like everything you need to basically begin in this business. It's got a little bit of that on this page. Okay. All right. And also make sure that you comment the word patch on the Instagram page or on the post that looks just like this. It says Auto Design Me. And if you join Craft to Quit, remember, did I close it? I don't know if I closed it. If anybody wants to join Craft to Quit and I closed it, please DM me. Look, I was about to put on my glasses. I can't even see with these glasses right now. This is so crazy. Now I can see far away, but I can see my computer screen. Y'all, let me get some rest and close my eyes before my newfound vision get cloudy again. All right. So yes, y'all go ahead and sign up for Craft to Quit. If you can't sign up for it, just message me on the Facebook page, not my personal Facebook, but the Innate Academy Facebook page. And then we'll send you the special link where you can join Craft to Quit for only $97. And let me tell y'all something. Look, come in real close. Let me tell y'all something. It will never, ever, 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 ever be $97 again. Okay. So if you see this option to join Craft to Quit right now, what's going to happen in the challenge? We're going to offer the people in the challenge this 127. And then after that closes up, we're going to have enough people in the Craft to Quit program where I'm satisfied with that number because I want to get people results. And then it will be 197 from then on. That's because it comes with the Wednesday live Photoshop classes. It comes with the Tuesday AI classes. It comes with the Friday coaching sessions, and you get free challenges. Those challenges alone are $197. Sometimes they're even $297, depending on what we include on the challenge. So whatever challenge that I do personally, because we have coaches that do boot camps and I do boot camps and things too. So the boot camps are additional, but the challenge, I will make sure that we have a challenge, something in the Craft to Quit to keep you all busy for the entire year in your business. Not just busy. Let me say productive, because you will get more done with me in 5 days. You will get more done with me in 5 days than probably you have in about 3 months. Some people said a year. Hey, Shannon, doc, I got more done in 5 days than all year. I was like, all year? Yeah, because I designed, I got things on my Shopify store. You know, I haven't touched my Shopify store, or I never set up a Shopify store. So we're not doing Shopify in this challenge. What we're going to do is design only all the way through. And if you want to upgrade and grab a Shopify class, you can do that. If you want to upgrade and grab an email class, we'll have that available. And if you want to upgrade and grab an Automizer class, we'll have that available. So that's all going to be separate so that we can focus purely on getting you ready throughout the week for the design part of it. And we're even going to work on marketing design. So I think, Ernique, you said in your post what you wanted to learn. Well, how do I use these images to market? I'll actually give you all my stuff. Right? And this is not, like, this ain't even that fancy. This is not that fancy. But some of you say you want it. Do y'all want this? Where is it? This is my $291. So in the challenge, I give anything that I use to market to you all, I give you all if you take the challenge. I give it to you as part of the marketing kit. So if you like this, I'll give you this. I used it to market. I ran Facebook ads with this. It's getting attention. And this is the thing that makes it, remember how I made that little video thing? So if you look, this right here, 3 images with a little motion here, that's here right here in Canva. I'll give you that. Anything that I use to market my stuff, I'm going to give you to market your stuff. Okay. But that's only if you're in the challenge. If you're in the free version of the challenge, and you're not Craft to Quit, there is an option to get in there for free. But it's just that first little part of the session where I break things down. But as soon as we start getting into the hands-on session, I close that session down. And then we get into the templates, we get into the hands-on help, we get into the Zoom room, and that's it. Okay, so I'm letting you know I do have a free version of this challenge, y'all. Y'all see it says $0. If you hit shop now, and it's not just for like a little tiny session one day. It is, you have 5 days with me, even for free. But what's going to happen is you're going to want, with the VIP, you're going to want what's in this VIP. You're going to want the hands-on Canva class. You're going to want the AI artwork hands-on class and access to all the AI artwork we create. Thousands of files, you're going to want that. Plus the prompt book, you're going to want that. Plus the video replay, you're going to want that. You're not going to get that in the free session. I'm going to go over some stuff like we did today. Technically, I kind of did a whole masterclass tonight. We're going to go over those for the first hour. And then once we get into the VIP session, it's go time, baby. It's work time. You're going to get work done with me. I'm not going to let you stop. I'm not going to let you quit. I'm not going to let you fail. There's no creative left behind when we do our live classes. Okay. So like I said, this is something that you probably, if you've never seen live classes where you get to design and we share your screen, then you just understand that this is a different experience. We teach things different, and we also let you interact different. You aren't just watching my screen and following along and getting stuck. We're getting you out the mud, okay? Also, we're going to help you do your content strategy and design your images that are going to go with your email content, your social media content. And then finally, day 5 is going to be, actually, I think what we're going to do this time, instead of email, we're going to do the lead strategy. Coach Shitty's going to come in and actually teach us, like, how do we get the emails? So some of us still don't have emails. And she said, you know what, Shannon, I want to help them out. I want to help them understand how to get emails. So let's work on some strategies for that. So I'll change that. We're going to actually do the lead magnet strategy. That way, I'm going to help you all create artwork that goes with the lead magnet strategy. All right. And then part of that artwork is what I just showed you. I'm going to give you my little Canva file. Look, all you got to do is switch this out for your designs. And instead of saying design live class, you're just going to put, this is my holiday package. Okay. Or my holiday collection. And boom, let the little thing move and rotate and all of that right in front of them. And you're good to go. All right. So that's it. So you have the free view pass. You have no excuse not to sign up for the free. No excuse. Craft to Quit, y'all don't have to sign up for the $97 one. You already are going to get it because you're in Craft to Quit. So even that by itself is worth $97. So if I'm just offering y'all a suggestion, a little friendly suggestion, if you're going to pay $97 for the VIP experience, listen to me, get close. Pay $97 for the Craft to Quit program for the month. And not only will you get the VIP experience, you will also get 4 live Photoshop classes that month. You'll get 4 live AI classes that month. And you'll get an additional 4 templates that unlock. Our OG templates will start unlocking for you too. And you'll get to come to 4 of our planning sessions that we do on Friday for $97. So like I said, the Craft to Quit program will be $197. So those of you who are in there for $97, lock in, stay in. Please don't let it go. Because if you ever get out of the program and you try to come back, it's going to be the price is the price. Okay. So I'm just letting y'all know now. Some of the folks, if you Craft to Quit in the chat, and I know Craft to Quit, I'll tell y'all not to come to the freebie sessions because it's basically like a repeat almost of information that you already know, because y'all know how to work the Automizer. Y'all know how to do the Photoshop templates. You know how to do most of what I'm showing tonight. But I appreciate y'all for still showing up and showing out. Any C2Q crew in the building? If so, go ahead and let us know in the chat. If I got any of my Craft to Quit crew, are y'all tapped out? Because we had a long session earlier today too. And then also, all right, okay, I see him rolling in. C2Q, what it do? Okay. Y'all let me know. I want you to invite your friends. I don't want y'all to be stingy because I'm not stingy. Y'all see I'm on here giving a whole masterclass for the free 99, a 4-hour masterclass for the free 99. So you all invite your friends, even if they don't know right now if this is the experience for them, invite them. They'll also get a chance to come to these free Friday masterclasses that I'm doing. Okay. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this full of content. So make sure that they show up. They're learning something. They're getting something as well, because it's going to help you to have people around you that are creative as well that can help you through this process. All right. So teamwork makes the dream work. And I'm telling you, collaboration is much, much better than competition. Y'all thinking it's your competition. Meanwhile, you're going to be needing somebody to help you print. When your prints didn't print, you on vacation, you need work done, and y'all so scared to talk to people because you think they're going to steal something from you, that you're counting out your blessings of a community you could be building. All right. I'm just saying share my stuff. Okay. All right. So listen, what's up, Cheryl? All right. Craft to Quit. All right, my loves. Fair Teresa, Thurston Hers, Mo, what's up, Mo Things? Anita, Tamika, the Algebra Guru, S&M Unique Shirts, Jennifer, I see you, Nicole, I see you, Cheryl, I see you, Felicia, hey, my love. All right, so I see y'all in the building. So listen, I appreciate you. Listen, y'all. No, I'm not. I was gonna give y'all this Canva file tonight. I'm gonna wait. Because I'm gonna have some marketing files to give y'all during the challenge. So I'm gonna wait to give y'all these kind of things in the challenge. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to give you the marketing materials in the challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that because I don't know. Did y'all even see the bonuses? Did y'all see the bonuses? Did I put the bonuses on here? Oh, I gotta update it with the bonuses because the bonuses are worth at least $97. You're going to get a mini Automizer. You're going to get the Photoshop file for the week. You're going to get a Canva file for the week. You're going to get the marketing file, which is a Canva file. And you get a marketing file, which is a Photoshop file. So if y'all don't know this, I designed this in Photoshop first, and then I bring in the elements and bring them in here and design in Canva. Anyways, I'm gonna break down everything that I do design wise. You all are going to not only be blown away, but you're going to blow this project out the water and have something substantial to start off and kick off your Black Friday and your holiday season. In the meantime, if you're not in Craft to Quit, if you're not in Craft to Quit, look at what you already missed. Like, can I show y'all this one thing before I leave? Like, if you're not in Craft to Quit, you done already missed. We did this template. We did the bandana template with the bows, and the bows. I actually added a bonus file in there for y'all. So it actually adds text around the coquette bows, which is really, really popular right now. You missed this. You missed this. You missed this. Did they not like us? You missed it. Y'all could have been getting these files free every week just because you're in a $97 a month program. And you would have been getting the AI that goes with it. Each one of these AI classes has 4,000 files or more, 4,000 images we created together. We co-create. Listen, y'all don't hear me. Anyways, I'm yelling at the screen right. Y'all don't hear me. If you're not in Craft to Quit and you're here right now, I promise you, this is your opportunity to get in at the OG price. So this is the very, very first price I ever offered Craft to Quit, $97. And listen, we're gonna take it there with or without you. But just know when we get there and it's 197 and you're looking at it like, dang, it's still going to be worth it because that 197 will still help you grow your business. Even if you just only attend the challenge every month, it'll still help grow your business. But I'm telling you, I have seen people in the Craft to Quit program grow faster than any other members because, and I'm just being honest with you, they have the implementation every single week, multiple times a week. So what happens is it flexes your muscle and it makes like you have no choice but to have success, even if it's design success. And you're not getting your sales success right now, then you definitely need to be in the Craft to Quit program because on Fridays we're helping you with your sales and your business success. Okay. All right, y'all. So I think I'm officially tired of talking. And I truly, truly do. I appreciate you. And I love you dearly. And until next time, which I will see Craft to Quit on Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday. But until then, you all know, get your craft on this weekend. Get your Automizer on this weekend. All right. Until next time. Bye. Good night, my loves. Good night. Good night.